What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the War Report. Once again, I'm your host, Iceman, aka Big Aaron. And over there, we got Mr. Chill Out, as usual. What's good, my guy? Thumbs up. He's he's out handling business here. Let me there you go.
Yeah, my fault. My fault. What's going on, chat? What's going on, everybody? Celebration to DJ Hamp, and this might be risky. 20K. Let's go and climbing. Big salute to the big homie, and congratulations on the move. You already know what's happening. I'm getting stares at the mall. War Report. We out here live handling business in the middle of the mall. The grind don't stop. If it's one day, then it's the next day. Let's go, Iceman.
Exactly. I'm loving it. My man is out here grinding, getting his brand together. If you don't know, now you about to find out. The brand is Hood Things. He's wearing one of his hats right now. I have one of the T-shirts on. Kind ain't weak. Act like you know. It's a hell of a thing, man. It's not just a brand; it's a movement. Same here with the War Report. This is matter of fact,
It's not a
Hood
movement.
Things is an acronym.
It's a mindset.
It's a mindset, as determined by the acronym.
Honorably obedient, overcoming dominantly throughout hardship, importantly noticing God's strength.
Hood Things, baby. Get it right.
Good things.
Link will be posted in our bio. Hit the link tree that's found in our bio. Cop the merch. We in here. Let's get it. So like Mr. Chillout said, we're here to celebrate 20,000 subscribers for our partner channel. This might be risky. DJ Hamp is over there killing the game. We're so proud of him. Couldn't be more proud. So just found out this morning. So the brown liquor is flowing. As soon as Mr. Chillout gets back to the crib, I'm sure he'll pour himself one. He's out there in the streets. You know, he's going to drive home.
Yes.
But more to come for sure. But cheers to This Might Be Risky.
Shout out. We've been super busy doing a semi-bathroom rehab makeover. That's been an adventurous time. The handyman is still out here. So, you know, it don't ever stop. Along with the brand, along with the channel. We just got to keep the energy. Super proud of you holding on to the reins and still killing it without your counterparts. But shout out to you too, Iceman.
Hey, man, we in it to win it, man. We in this thing together, man. You know what I mean? Like, the War Report wouldn't be what it is without Mr. Chill Out, Maverick, DJ Hamp. It's a family affair, man. You know what I mean? Of course, the missus, the first ladies, my wife, Denise.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And all the family and friends in the chat.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A lot of support.
Shout out to the chat. They definitely help us. And when they come onto the panel, man, everyone's perspective and views, we are really thankful. Always. The show I missed, or the interview with Mika, I'm segueing right into it because I'm super stoked about that.
Let's talk about it.
I'm kind of upset I missed it. She was dropping heavy bombs. She was giving you the Opal rainstorm. If you know about Opal, then you know it's very precious. People overlook it, just like the bombs she was dropping. So, paying attention to detail, understanding your own mindset, and how you operate within relationships. I mean, she ain't lying.
No. None detected, none told.
She ain't lying. She's out here, was dropping bombs. Love Mika. But yeah, man, she was dropping bombs and gems, was really doing her thing. Was really a good show. Like I said, I was, you know why. The team knows what's happening, but like we said, just a lot of things on the plate. But y'all killed it. That was a beautiful show, and she definitely dropped some bombs. Y'all need to rewatch that thing 100 times and share it. Press that like and subscribe button and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tune into This Might Be Risky and the War Report.
Let's go. I'm telling you. Man, I watched that thing myself at least a couple times, man. My wife looked at it. I mean, it was a beautiful thing. It was a great build. That's the homie, man. Homegirl Tamika. You know what I mean? a quarter in the game and running. I mean, 5 years back is look, the wolf pack is strong, man. We out here. You know what I mean? We family. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and play um for her the montage that I did that closed out that show. I'm gonna go ahead and play it again.
Yeah.
Just for her. And chill out is right. You got to go back and see the interview. It's not only is it a dope interview, it's the first interview the War Report has ever done, right? And it's kind of a style cue that we got from This Might Be Risky. He does interviews on Tuesdays. Just prominent figures in the community, prominent figures in media, family, friends, just people with a voice that need to be heard, right? And you're going to hear our voice because we're the creators and hosts of the show. But we also have a network and a family of voices that need to be heard. She was the first one that was available at the time. One of the ones I've known for the longest. Um, and
Great
she
choice.
delivered, man. Yeah,
Great
she
choice.
delivered.
Great
Yeah,
choice.
appreciate it.
Mika was a great choice. Love Mika. But
Yeah,
we know Mika personally. So not
yeah,
only are we bigging up our sister, but it was just, we give props where props is due.
100%.
And on her point, I can't stop saying it, man. She dropped. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. She killed it, man. She killed it.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and rock out with this montage I did. Let's see. Shout out to the sister, Tamika, one of the brightest stars in the sky.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love you, homie. Thanks for a great interview.
Yes.
We on this ride. We about to kill it. So yeah, man, life is good, man. Like the blessings have been flowing.
Yes.
Like I mean, even with all the trials and errors, of which there are many,
Yeah.
right? Like you don't, nothing comes for free,
No, nothing.
But the bill seems to always be paid, man. Like the families are all well. Everybody's just doing the damn thing.
Uh, Starting to learn to enjoy the journey and not the goal.
Mm, yeah.
And we talk
How,
about that also.
yeah. Tell us about how your introduction to that way of thinking, and I think it's important that people adopt it because you lose track of life by not adopting it. But how did you come across that mantra?
All right, so after I pick my face up off the concrete, after that part, let's start there, right? After you pick your face up, literally, right, and you stop having these timeline expectations that you don't calculate for obstacles, whatever they may be, and sometimes yourself, right? Just what life may throw at you when you're thinking you're on this straight path, straight right to the goal. Here comes a turn that will go wildly crazy, and you start to miss what the lesson was throughout the goal. So you missed the chance of really learning something because you were so tunnel vision on the goal. So I learned that life has obstacles, ups and downs, twists and turns, unforeseen obstacles, and I was missing the life lesson to learn that through just focusing on the goal. And there was more experience coming out of the journey to the goal than once I got or met the goal. And I was missing over life experiences worrying
Exactly.
about the goal. So yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, no, 100%, man. The way I see it, life itself is the journey,
yeah,
right? I mean, once you reach the goal in life, you transitioning. It's over.
yeah. That the goal is the
You
end.
you going in the ground. You know what I mean?
It's over.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
next mission is to push up
yeah. Enjoy
daisies.
life
You know what I
and
mean? So
enjoy life on life's terms. And don't be
there you
upset.
go.
Just really, the perfect saying here is really stop and smell the flowers.
Yeah,
That's the journey.
yeah,
To stop and smell the roses and just smell what life is giving you and enjoy it, man. It's okay. You might walk in a little fertilizer. It's all right.
exactly,
It's okay. But yeah, that's in a
exactly.
nutshell.
No,
In a
man.
nutshell. I'm sorry. I'm in the mall talking, so
Yeah.
it's like a little delay. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, chat. Love y'all.
No, no, it's all good. You out here getting it, man. You're getting your brand out into the public. You know what I mean? You're getting So tell us. Speaking of, in this leg of your journey as a fashion designer and brand and lifestyle creator, you're out getting some textile work done for a hat. You
Yeah.
have a line or something. What is it
Oh,
that you're doing there?
a custom hat with their brand on the side of it. So it's dual brand representing an advertisement. They like the Hood Things logo, and they wanted something custom of their own brand on the side of the hat. So I thought that was a great opportunity because they're going to wear the hat more, and people are going to ask, "Who's that hat?" And every time they wear it, they're promoting their own brand. So it's our good friend. I mean, we're 1,000 clear here. It's our good friend Jose down at Barber Mania on 21st Street. Go get
My
you.
guy.
Let's go get you a haircut. He loves the brand. I love him. I love his brand and his
Oh,
barbershop.
yeah.
We got another guest. We got another guest.
No, 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 no. I'm
Oh,
I'm just putting up just people showing love, walking
oh,
in the
oh.
building. Actually, perfect time to read some of the chat. But yeah, I want to get back into Jose. I'm gonna acknowledge the chat real quick, and then we get back into what you're
Yeah.
saying. Taking it from Edub in the building. Appreciate you for showing up, man. Dottie girl from across the pond over in the UK. She says, "Salute, Aaron and Mr. Chill Out. Salute to you." I'm going to render a UK appropriate salute. Who else we got? We got the voice of Venus. What a lovely young lady, a lovely voice to hear, not only to the ears, but to the mind. I like her perspective. I like the way she approaches life. So hello to you, my dear. Of course, Hassan is in the building. What up, champ? Big Aaron salute. Mr. Chill Out salute. And he's, of course, acknowledging everyone else in the chat as gentlemen should. So shout out to Mr. Hassan of the Hassan Tahir Show. Folks, post your links, especially those who have wrenches. Hassan, your wrench is forthcoming. But post your links, man. Feel free to promote yourselves. We're not stingy around here. We're here to promote family, and all of you are family 100%. Impressive vibes in the building as always. Hey, Big Aaron and Mr. Chill Out. Appreciate you for showing up, my lady. Fifi in the building. The 20K party. 100% correct. That's right. Our senior partner channel, This Might Be Risky, in the building with 20,000 subscribers and climbing. We're all one big family. Life is good. She's 100% correct. It is a party. Who else we got up in here? We got the War Report dropping the link. Yes, indeed. Hit the link. Please do. Join the party. Of course, one of our A1s from day ones, Mr. Chuck C., Charles Coulter in the building. What's up, my guy? Appreciate you for showing up, brother. I wanted to get you the link, so you can spread it around the Discord. I kind of made it last minute. I literally hopped out of the shower 15 minutes before the show started, and I made a link as soon as it went in. We're super busy, but I'm definitely going to take you up on that. I appreciate the support and the love. Of course, the one and only, the First Lady, my lovely wife and partner for life, Joelle Wormley in the building. I love you, dear. She's in there preparing some salmon for dinner. We got salmon, some sauteed broccoli, and some roasted sweet potatoes. Nice, lovely, healthy dinner, and a fresh squeezed lemonade. They'll eventually turn these old fashions into Lynchburg lemonades. But she's in there chefing it up for us, being the lovely wife that she is. I love you, babe. I appreciate you. Who else we got in the building? That's about it. Fifi showing love as always. Impressive vibe, acknowledging the First Lady. And Chuck C. doing work promoting channels of family and friends of the channel. Go hit up Almond Eyes. It's a great perspective. Lots of political perspective coming from her channel these days, and I like it. It's off the beaten path, and I think she's saying a lot of what needs to be said, right? She is not fooled by the smoke and mirrors. She is 100% objective and fair and passionate about being so, and that's what we need, especially in this time, this day and age. I don't judge anybody for their political positioning, but I do encourage everyone to keep an open eye, an open ear, an open heart, and to look at the choices you make with an objective mindset. Don't be fooled by the smoke and mirrors. Don't be blinded by the clouds and the veils that they cast over your eyes. Almond Eyes don't have that veil. So go check out her channel. She's spitting the truth, whether you like it or not. Appreciate Charles for posting a link to the Voice of Venus as well. Again, what a voice it is. It must be heard. It must be listened to. You don't have to adhere to anything anyone says. That's for you to decide. But it would be a disservice to not give her a listen. Man or woman, the perspective of life is hers, but it's true, it's real, and it deserves a good listen. I listen all the time, even when she doesn't know I am. I'm there in the cloud, and that's how I get down. People know I'm very low key, I'm like James Bond out this motherfucker. I'm in the room even when you don't think I'm in the room. But Voice of Venus, all love, 100%. Got the First Lady acknowledging people in the chat. Says, good evening, impressive vibe. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Shout out to Joelle.
Appreciate the love, folks. Back to, 100%. Oh, that's my baby, man, till the end. But Frozen just walked in. Good evening, gents and chat. Absolutely. And Charles, of course, showing the First Lady appropriate love, as gentlemen do. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Let me put the link to the stage one more time, and then go ahead and continue talking about our guy Jose and what you got going on.
So he liked to have. I'm jumping right in, and it was funny. But all right, so you got me scatterbrained right now because you were talking about Almond Eyes and her political views, and it was funny because him and I just had a conversation, and he said, "I didn't think our political views should affect our friendship." I'm gonna leave that there. you should pick that up wherever you want to. But I agreed with
There
him
you go.
1000%. Secondly,
100%.
he's grinding harder than an iron on steel, man. This boy is grinding hard, super hard. So him and I are conversing because we keep up with the homies even though they're busy. And he's like, "What's going on with the clothing?" And I'm showing him what's happening with my hand stitched hoodies that I'm creating. I'm giving him, we're on FaceTime, so we're having that conversation. I'm showing him all the flavors, and he's like, "Oh man, you're going crazy behind that sewing machine, putting these hoodies together. It's super dope." He's like, "Do you think?" Because he's like, "I love your logo. I love the logo." And he's like, "Do you think you could do a hat for me?" So I'm like, I don't think that's a problem. So the way my machine is set up is I can't do round things like a hat or the front of a hat or the side of a hat. I can do shirts, jackets, pants, and things of that nature, a flat surface. So this is what leads me here to the mall today in the brief moment that life has just been throwing. So this is why we're doing the show here in Nonstop. So back to Jose, we get to finish in that conversation, and I like, yeah, bro, no matter what, the hat is going to get done. Barbermania will be on the side of that hat, no problem. And even on the gram, and every time we can, we shout them out. Barbermania 2, down there in South Philly. Book them online. Go get the best haircut and service you'll ever get in the city. Guaranteed. Tell them the War Report, Iceman Aaron, and Chill Out sent you, aka the Maverick. Also. So yeah, so it's just been along with life and everything crazy. Him and I just were keeping up, and here we are now. To be honest, middle of the mall, getting the embroidery done from this guy that has done embroideries for over 20 plus years, stitch by stitch. I'm even shouting him out, y'all. He up in Philadelphia Mills Mall. If you want embroidery done on hats and great pricing and professionalism, come in the middle of the mall, stitch by stitch. Only place I would go to get good embroidery done, and especially last minute, on the fly. If you need it, he got it. So here we are, man. Nonstop working.
There you go, gents, ladies, germs, children, pets alike. The man is producing a quality product by outsourcing the work that can be done in house to quality commercial grade services and keeping it local. You know what I mean? It's easy to send shit overseas in a box, get it back. You don't know what you're getting. It's a cheap stitch. No, he's right here, Philadelphia Mills Mall, one of the landmarks here in Philadelphia, formerly known as Franklin Mills Mall. One of our staples. A name up there with the gallery, for those who know, the King of Prussia Mall, for those who know, the Willow Grove and Granite Run malls as well. It is a Philly staple, and he is here keeping the business at home in the family, providing a quality, superior product, commercial grade, by an established and reputable company that is operating in one of the world's greatest, largest malls. And he's getting the brand out there 100%. Speaking of Barber Mania, here, let's take a look at their website. Check out Barber Mania, folks. It is a dope spot. It is 100%. Let's see. There we go. It's in one of the best parts of town. A friend of ours, Jose, is a business partner and friend for a very long time.
A brother. It's a
Yeah,
brother.
right, exactly. Yeah, absolutely, a family member. Oh, who is that?
Hey, you see me out
Hey,
there? You see me
Mr.
out
Chill Out in there,
there?
getting tightened up. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, he does great work. He's good for giving you the gentleman's look. He's not gonna have you out here looking like a rap video, a rap star. No, he's gonna have you looking like you about to throw on the suit and represent somebody in the court of law. He's by appointment only. Yeah, he's just that good. He does hot towel shaves, as you see. He uses all the best equipment, all the best products, and can be found right off Fittler Square in South Center City. 20th and Bainbridge is where you can find him. And that is high rent district. I mean, that is the cream of the crop as far as real estate is concerned. But that speaks to the quality of his service. So if you're ever in Philly and you need a cut, hit him up 267-584-1415. He's on Instagram as well. Like Chill Out said, tell him the War Report sent you. He will tighten you up and have you looking your very best. Shout out to Hose. That's our guy, man.
So, bro, man, love him. So he was working really hard by himself. He's got some guys in the chairs now, filling up the building, having that workflow just increase for him in the shop. Super proud of him. God bless him. And hey, Hose, don't stop the grind. We love you over here, man. He said whenever we're ready, and he's got the time, he would love to hop on the panel on his perspective. Great guy to talk to. Can't wait to have him on the panel and on the show, even maybe an interview. His perspective is amazing. We love that guy. Keep on grinding. Don't stop fighting, bro.
100%. 100%. It's all about the grind. I have, I'm going to post a link one more time just so that the people in the chat know that they're more than welcome to come up and join us. Some interesting people in the chat. Feel free to hit the link and join us. As we celebrate 20,000 viewers, once again, I can't speak that enough into the universe, but my guy is over there putting in work, grinding it out. He's been at it for a couple years. One thing, let's talk about what makes business great.
Yeah.
You and I have been in business for ourselves for many, many, many years, and we've been in business together for a good part of those years.
Yep.
One thing you got to do is provide a service or product that the people want, and you have to know how to market it to the people that want it. But even beyond that, you must be consistent, right? Consistency is huge. People, especially people that love you, they develop an expectation and they want more of you. And they're going to essentially advertise for you. They're going to pass you around to their family and friends because you're bringing value to them, right? And they want to share that value with the people closest to them. One thing I appreciate and acknowledge about DJ Ham is his consistency. Since I discovered this channel, and let's get into that. November 6th, I remember it like it was last night. November 6th, I found DJ Ham's channel. I came home from the campaign trail with Maverick. We were just getting done with elections. I had the flu earlier that day, some phantom flu. Just getting over that. And then I had started drinking to celebrate, you know what I mean, him winning the election. So I come home, we're looking at the numbers in real time. They're coming in. It's about 10 o'clock at night. I'm half drunk, been up since God knows when in the morning, helping him run his campaign. And I found the channel. I said, you know what? I'm going to hit this link because people, are invited from the chat. And I felt like I had something to say. I wasn't done fussing, fighting, and arguing and shit like that. And what was being said, I'm like, no, I got something to say. And it's been history ever since. The people at the time, they were awesome, certainly contentious. That's what we do in these spaces. You know what I mean? We do a lot of debating, and that's how you grow. You know what I mean? You have to grind off the dead skin. You know what I mean? You have to let the iron sharpen iron. But it was good. It was a good experience. So I continued to patronize his show even more. Started sending super chats, and I started to, I opened up a paid membership to his channel, and this made my face seen more and more on the panel. And we really developed a friendship from then on, and now I consider him family. But the one thing I can say that impressed me the most since November 6th of last year is his consistency. His schedule hasn't changed. He's only missed, I think, 2 or 3 weeks and one day. One day, I forget what it was that he had to miss. It was only one day, and it was reasonable. And then the 2 or 3 weeks that he missed was that hurricane that blew through Houston and fucked everything up. But he'll get on the plane, go to DC to DJ events and weddings and shit, and he'll still stream. You know what I mean? He'll stream whether sick. I mean, the man is a legend as far as work ethic, and he keeps his schedule. You can find him Monday from noon till dinner time, Tuesday from noon till dinner time, and then we take a break, come here for the VIP lounge, and then from 9 until 0 dark 30, and then he's back at it again on Wednesday at 9, and then he's back at it again on Friday, um, at noon, and then he does the early morning run on Saturdays. So I really, really, really love the man's work ethic and his consistency. I'm taking notes. Someone is on the screen, a
Hey,
new face. Hello,
hi.
my.
Yeah,
How are you, dear?
I'm
What?
kicking. So I won't take much of your time, but I will say I do love what you all are doing here. I love your talking points. I've kind of, perved a few episodes, but didn't say much. I just want to say it's great that you're putting the message out there and giving the information that people need about being thorough, being consistent, and spreading the love around to your local communities because that's important. We all can eat. And I just want to say I appreciate everything you're doing and everything you're going to do. And that was it.
Thank you so much. I'm glad. I'm
Mhm.
so happy you came up and hit the panel. She's been a very good friend of mine over the years in social media. She's great for this. She's great for putting like love out in the community. You know what I mean? Like that's how we were able to make a connection because she's such a bright spirit and she's like I call her the original content creator. She was the content creator that created content around love before it was a thing. Before, like long
I
before the
love.
pandemic, like when YouTube was a place you go to learn how to install a faucet, and that was it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
pretty much. Before it was in the dark ages when you can be, anonymous and
Right,
make
right, right,
comments, and before people got monetized and
right.
got paid. So it was
Exactly.
really for the love of just exposure and putting myself out there for those individuals who may not know that there's someone out there like them. Just giving them a place to sit comfortably.
Yeah,
100%, hundred
for
percent.
sure.
Yeah, I love and appreciate her for doing that. I mean, this is years and years and years ago. She provided a safe, comfortable place for people to just come be themselves. And
Absolutely.
that's one of the things that the War Report that we at the War Report, that's a directive I've taken from you. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that we aim to do here. So,
Stop.
thank you for that.
Oh, well, thank you for inviting
Thank
me.
you.
Listen, I gotta go
Yeah.
'cause I'm about to go back in, but I'm going to be listening. So I just want to say I'm here and I enjoy what you do.
Yes, ma'am. The link is always open to you. Thanks for showing
Oh,
up. Maya in the
yeah.
building, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm so glad she was able to show up. Awesome. Who else we got? Chacho in the building. What's good? The link's been posted. By all means, come up and join the panel. You know how we do. We keep it loose, open, of course, respectable and classy, but this is a place of love and sharing. Nathan Theodore Francis, good evening, my man. What is he sitting on? That is the hood of what looks like a BMW. Okay. You and I need to
Okay.
be friends. Yeah. That is my second favorite car brand, running a very close second to, of course,
One
say
and
it
only
with me, the one and only, say it with me, friends.
Porsche.
Porsche.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What kind of BMW is it? It looks like a It looks like a late '90s 5 or 7 series. Looks like an E39, E38, something like that. He's laughing at me. That's actually my favorite generation of BMW from '92 to '01. I had a '94 E36 M3. Old 528. I knew it. I knew it was a 5 series. So that's a E39 528. So it's probably like Yep. See, look, E39. He said old school 528 E39. See, I know my BMWs, bro. Holy shit, dining upgrades. Oh man. All right, yeah, we're gonna have to talk. Oh boy, we're gonna have to talk. E-Dub says, we know the 911 Iceman. Yes, sir. Yeah, 911 through and through. But you know what though? I always say the one question I ask people, especially when it comes to cars, right? And y'all done took me down this car thing. Nathan, this is your fault.
It's
This is your
easy
fault,
though,
Nathan.
but you're easily driven down. All pun intended. Now.
Driven. Wow. I see what you did there. Yeah. But no, the one I ask people, if you could have one car given to you for the rest of your life that you have to drive forever, you can't sell it, you can't have anything else. This is your car forever. What would it be? And if I ask myself that question, a lot of people would think the 911. Actually, no, especially as a family man. It would be the E39 M5, 2001, I think specifically, which is the same exact model that he has, but it's the top of the line, and it's like their in-house skunk works. The M division got a hold of it and did the best they could. Now he has a dining car, which is probably comparable to an M5. It's just aftermarket. But the reason why I like the M5, specifically that model, I can still work on it. You know what I mean? It's not so highly technical, like cars of today. You can't change the oil without having a $10,000 laptop. I can still work on it. It's 400 horsepower. It has a manual transmission. I can fit my entire family in it. It's a full-size sedan. It's comfortable. Going down the road, you would think it's a 5 or 7 Series. So you put your foot in it, and then it turns into a Corvette sled. You know what I mean? They're relatively reliable. They're back when BMW were more mechanical than electrical. There's the last of that era. So yeah, and they're good looking. You know what I mean? They're a handsome vehicle. They're like the black tuxedo. They'll never go out of style. This is back when James Bond was driving BMWs. You know what I mean? I think the 5 Series E39 is one of the prettiest sedans. Very understated, clean lines. They're not too bad on gas. You know what I mean? Because it's lighter than cars of today. So yeah, that would be the one car I'd pick for the rest of my life. The E39 M5. He says, great selection, a true beauty. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. Yep. He says, I love it all for the same reasons. Yeah, man. No, it's a great vehicle you got there, man. Congratulations. I'm a 911 guy myself, but BMW's number 2. Like I said, I had an E36 M3, which is an M3 from the same generation, same line of cars. Great cars, man. Great choice. So,
Yeah.
shout out to you, man. Congrats to you. Enjoy that thing. I hope you get buried in it, man. Hundreds of years from now. Hundreds of years from now. So take care of it, man. Great car. So yeah, back to the show. Dining upgrades. You know what, man? I'm gonna drop my email. Matter of fact, hey man, if you can hit the pen, I want to give you my personal email. We gotta connect, man. I'm gonna post the link again. I want to connect with you because when you say dining,
he's speaking your language.
Oh God. Yeah. Let me Yeah, we got to link up, bro. And actually, I plan on doing a small cannonball next year. We go on drives and stuff all the time. You're gonna want to hit me up, man. We do the car thing. Chill out can tell you.
Yeah.
We go to racetrack. We do the damn thing. So chill out's a part of it.
I'm a novice. At best, but I enjoy the whole. Yeah, I enjoy the whole experience though. And when we started this car journey with me and Aaron, definitely helped fuel this. I went in with empty cup and just kind of just went in just willing to learn whatever was needed to learn and didn't know anything. And if I think I knew anything, I just threw it out the window. I was like, I'm going to learn everything new again. And I'm still learning, but I love it and I enjoy it. It's a good time, fun time. And Aaron is a great teacher of vehicles, many other things in life also, but of vehicles and his way he breaks it down to you. He makes it like a novice like myself really enjoy motorsports and the activities of motorsports for sure. We definitely have a ball.
I appreciate that, man. They're very kind words, and I'm blessed and glad to have you along that journey with me, man. You know what I mean?
Uh,
It's a blessing to pay that love forward. So
blessing is mine, bro. For real, like
yeah,
it's amazing, and I thank you again, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm just speaking honest, true words, man. It is like we learn so much off each other cars, and then we bounce ideas off each other cooking. I mean, we help each other in so many ways. It's just real. We celebrating today. Well, let's celebrate. A big shout out to Iceman, and he deserves his flowers for being this same person on the camera and off the camera. Just a good, true friend and a great brother to have in your corner. If you know Aaron, aka Iceman, you know somebody special, man, and that's the truth.
thank you, brother. I really
Yeah,
appreciate that, man. I love you for it, man.
I love you, bro. You
That's
already.
yeah, what you saying. Good.
No, I was gonna say, and shout out to DJ Ham, 20K. That's good. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, you already know, man. Look, like that's what today is, man. It's a day of celebration. It's a day of love. It's a day of growth, recognizing growth and celebrating the growth. You know what I mean?
Yes,
We're
sir.
here. Everybody's on their own individual journey, but a lot of time those journeys intersect, and we help each other along down the road. You know what I mean? So
That's what having family and brother. All right, so we're segueing a little bit out of the celebration, but our families are sometimes shattered. We can talk about that without getting too personal. Families are sometimes shattered, and I have some blood relatives that I definitely keep in contact with, but I feel my family is the one I have chosen. And there's some blood relatives in there, and then there's a lot of non-blood relatives in there, and it's the family I've created. It's the one I love, the one that loves me back. We go arm to arm, nose to nose with any shark in the sea, for sure. So when we talk about your wolf pack, your crew, your squad, man, get you one that you love and love you back. And there's really nothing in this world you can't conquer because support system is real. I don't care what anybody says. There is some lone wolves that do it by themselves, but support system is for real, man. When you feel like the world is giving you a ton of bricks, you got your bros there to make sure to tell you, hey, them bricks is light. That's light work. You can go ahead
telling
and
you,
get that done. That's light work. Don't even focus on that. That's light work. So shout out to the Maverick who ain't here, our brother,
that's
Hose, everybody. I'm happy.
100%, man. Life is easier when there's somebody ahead of you to pull you along, or somebody behind you to push you along. And when everybody's pulling and pushing in the same direction, the work gets real easy.
Real easy. Real easy.
You know what I mean? So
Yes, absolutely.
E
One
Dog says facts. Yeah.
fact. 1,000% for sure. For sure. And
Now
life is tough enough. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
maybe Kiki. I'm my bad, man. I'm looking at the chat.
No,
I'm
you're good.
confused. Maybe Kiki. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, maybe Kiki. Um, Forgive me, but wait a minute. Maybe Kiki, and then okay, because there's a Kiki, but not maybe, or maybe I don't
Or
know.
maybe.
But greetings, welcome. I don't know if that's the same Kiki. Impressive vibe is showing love. The Kiki. So I think it is.
Shout
Even
out
if
to
it
Kiki.
isn't. Shout
Thank
out
you.
to Kiki.
Thank
Yep.
you for joining the chat and the channel. We appreciate you.
Indeed. Indeed. So let's see. Growth, celebration, positivity, move. Oh, impressive vibe. Okay, thank you. She says, yes, that's her. Laugh a lot. Yeah. All right. Yeah. She changed up the name, man. She fucking bamboozled me. All right. So that's Kiki. Yeah. Kiki in the building. Love you, baby girl. Thanks for spending time with us here at the War Report. You're always welcome. And she says, it's me. Yeah.
Well,
Cause I'm looking at the avatar. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. All
so
right. That's the Kiki we know of. All right. Yeah.
that's the Kiki we know and
Welcome.
love.
Welcome.
Let's
Welcome.
go, Kiki.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And you know what? Back when I first started getting into this, right? Like November, December, I would see Kiki and Fifi. And I used to get them confused. I'm like, wait a minute. But I started looking at the avatar and I'm like, no, it's not the same person. Because you see them in other channels and shit like that. And I'm really impressed and surprised at how much everybody it's a close knit family.
Oh,
Like, especially when you go into other panels, other people's shows, you interact with the same people. Like, you get to know folks. Some folks you see them on the panel. Some folks you don't even know what they look like. Some folks you can look at their avatar and you see them or whatever. But you develop these relationships and you become cool with folks globally, all over the world, just by joining these panels and creating these panels. It's amazing to be able to communicate on a global scale. 20 years ago, we weren't doing this shit.
no. Well,
You might meet a new friend
on
at the
AOL.
bar.
AOL, maybe.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Remember AOL, and even before that, the party line.
Yes, maybe.
You know what I
But
mean?
everyone was scanning
Right.
there. You know, this segue into my thought. I'm really impressed and have
What's
a
up?
lot of gratitude for how genuine people have been on our channel and who we met so far and thus far throughout this journey and path we have taken. Like, the people have been very warm, welcoming individuals as far as my experience goes, and I'm really grateful for that. How it's been really genuine. I'm really grateful for that and appreciate it.
Funny you say that because our Dutchy girl from across the pond writes, it's so important to build a community that's of genuine friends and family. It doesn't have to be a big community, but it must be genuine. 100%. 100%. And right as you were saying that, she writes that. And Impressive Vibe says, yes, I love what's been built in this space. No, indeed, man. And we don't always get along. We get to fussing and fighting, and we get mad at each other. But isn't that what friends and family do anyway?
That's what you're supposed to do. Not everybody's not going to be the same, right?
How else would you know you're invested if you're not going to get into it every now and then?
I'm going to be passionate about our relationship. Yes,
Exactly.
we're going to have some things we're not going to see eye to eye, but that's because, and usually, if you step back and look, hey, I'm piggybacking off of Mika too. If you take a step back and look and get out of your own fucking way, right? Then you start to realize, hey, maybe we're not seeing eye to eye because they want the best for me and I want the best for them, and we're just not seeing what that view is right now.
Right.
And I'm invested in your well-being. So if I have something that comes across that I feel might mess you up, well, I'm going to let you know that. And what type of brother or friend or family member am I if I'm not throwing out the red flags for you or saying, hey, I see some red flags that you might need to take care of. I just let you walk off the edge of the cliff. I don't love you. I don't love you.
Exactly. There you go. There you go. See, I wasn't even thinking about it like that. But you see, that was a gem. I will let you walk off the cliff. I don't give a shit about you.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna fight for you, even if that means I have to fight you.
Yes. For you. If I might have to fight you. Yes, that was absolutely. See what I'm saying? Once again, Gem out back to Aaron. See how that was gem for gem right there. I'm going to fight you.
You put it on the ground. I just told him what color it was.
I'm going to fight you for you. If that means,
you
might not want this medicine, but you need to take this medicine. This is.
It's gonna sting. It's gonna sting, but it's not gonna hurt.
Yeah. You're in a place where you're uncomfortable.
It's not going to harm.
You'll be okay. It's just uncomfortable. If it hurts, if it stings, if it's painful, it's uncomfortable. It's okay. But there's a growing experience here if you just get your own way. I think that's why we call each other. Right. We were talking about this the other day, where it's okay in our brotherhood, where we have the tug, push and pull. Let it be ideas, conversations, moving forward, whatever it is. We sit down and we take everyone's ideas, throw them on the dartboard, and if mine or yours or Mavericks get plucked off the board, it's not personal. It's okay, because we're trying to go somewhere and move forward. And you have to be able to realize that within your community, it's okay. It's not personal. Nobody's trying to shut you down. We just trying to move within the same goal.
Exactly. No, well said, man. 100%. I couldn't have said it better myself, man. That we got to get over ourselves sometimes, and I think we all know that.
Yeah, you
know what I mean. We all struggle with the big A word, accountability. And this space is kind of like I usually when I introduce it to people, or the way I was introduced, was, kind of what they call the black manosphere, right, or whatever that is. But it has evolved to be whatever, you know what I mean. But it has evolved to be so much more, right? And I think the bad parts of the black manosphere have begun to dwindle away, and I think the good parts have stuck and are starting to move forward and become more inclusive. And the conversations are starting to become more round and more fair as far as representation, which it should be as a community, right? But I always tell people the black manosphere used to, they always harp on women and accountability, women and accountability, women and accountability. And you know what? I've never pushed back on any of that. But the fellas also need to adhere to the same demands, the same advice, the same expectations of accountability. We all need to improve and strive for greater accountability. And we all need to do a little bit better at getting over ourselves, which is a tough ask. I know it's a difficult, order to fill. But if you love yourself and you love the people you love, it's a work of love. Isn't that what you say? It's a labor of love. What is it you say all the time? It's a labor of love.
It's a food of love is what we go.
Food of love. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. A love of food is, you like to eat the shit, but a food of love is you spent time cooking it. Yes.
Right. So it's the same with your relationships. It's still something that you're gonna digest and ingest in its own way. Maybe not
exactly
through your mouth, but definitely you're gonna and that what makes you involved with it, right? And you're now committed to it. So you have to have that passion for it. These are, and I always say I hate telling people what they have to do, but I think I'm gonna start eliminating that for the show. Sometimes this is what the medicine is. You have to do these things. Like you were just saying, if you want to put this energy out, you have to work at that same energy internally. You can't allow, or you cannot put out negative energy. And especially, once again, segueing from what Mika said when I was listening to the show, if you listen in the trash, how can you expect good things to come out? The trash is already in between your ears. You're thinking it, you're manifesting it.
There you go.
And then you want good things to come out into the world. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You have to manifest these things. You have to surround yourself around good people. You have to leave your ego at the door. Ego and selfishness is deletion of oneself emotions, because you're just stuck on what you want in your tunnel vision, and you're only thinking about what matters to you, and you're not empathetic to other people's emotions or what they might be going through, and then you expect people to treat you kind. That it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It'll never work. Everywhere I go, I'm always telling individuals, please and thank you. Everyone and anyone. It does not matter if they own the joint or are a waitress or a waiter at the joint. Thank you. I tell a bartender, thank you for pouring me my drink, along with a tip in cash. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because kindness is free. You can just give it away to people. And then that energy that you go and you let out, I don't know what y'all been dealing with, but in my experiences, it's been paid back to me 20-fold. People go, oh, people are rude to me. People yelling at me, but I don't get that. And now I've been out helping the folks run around and get some things done. And Mom Dukes literally turned to me and was like, you got a great personality. People everywhere you go like you and love you. I said, it ain't me, it's the way I treat them.
Yeah.
I'm giving these individuals and people respect. They have no choice but to give it back to me. They're gonna have to, because I'm not asking for it. I'm demanding it, and the reason and how I'm demanding it is because how I'm presenting it to them. They have no choice but to give it right back.
Right.
They feel like assholes if they don't give it back. Like what? Like I'm a jerk. This dude was kind and nice to me. I think if any,
and you know what?
Yes.
When you say kind and nice, I gotta shout out your brand. Good things. The shirt.
Kind ain't weak. Kind ain't weak.
What's
kind ain't weak, because people take that as a sign of weakness. No, you will get smacked in the mouth. if you come after the fam and get disrespectful. But we not trying to live like that. We trying to share
There
kindness
you
and
go.
respect. But if you disrespectful, then we could do that too. But
Right, right.
that's not the energy we trying to let off.
I always tell people, look, man, I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I can fight.
Fight,
So don't get any
man.
ideas.
I can fight too.
Don't get
I
any
can fight.
ideas, right? Yeah,
Yeah, because you taking this kindness thing like this is not what that is. This is I'm trying to show you how you treat people with my
yeah,
actions. So I'm treating you that way. I can't ask for it if I'm not treating you that way. But if you want to be
yeah.
rude, well, we can flip that switch and be rude. That's okay.
Right,
That's all
right.
okay. But that's
Yeah,
not the energy I want to harvest. See, people don't
right.
understand. They think energy is from an outsource. No, you harvest that. That's internal.
Yeah, this is a choice. This shit ain't sweet. Make no mistake. This is a choice I'm making, right?
Correct.
This is not. And PJ Austin, he made a hashtag. He says, PJ in the building. What's good, my man? He puts hashtag kind ain't weak. I'm with it.
Yes,
Strong
sir.
arm.
Appreciate you, PJ.
And Maverick is in the chat. He put, and kind damn sure ain't weak with the strong arm. My God.
That's what I'm talking about. Let them know. Here you go.
He says, Maverick says, about to take a quick shower, then coming in hot. Flames. See everyone soon. The War Report. Indeed. Enjoy your shower, bro. Once you get out, get comfortable, pour yourself a glass of that fine round brown. We're celebrating growth. We're celebrating positivity. We're celebrating success. We're celebrating family and friends. We're celebrating 20,000 subscribers at our senior partner channel. This might be risky, led by the ubiquitous, the man DJ Hamp the Stampede. Indeed, indeed, indeed. I'm loving it, folks. This is a hell of a family that's being created, man. Every day I wake up, understanding how blessed I am more and more. It's amazing. Even my wife sees it. She loves being a part of it. She's known as the first lady, and you should see the smile on her face ear to ear when people communicate with her and interact with her. It's all love over here, man. It's a good thing. Even when times get difficult, it's all love. Frozen says, I wonder where the confusion started that kind was weak. I think it's an interesting topic. Why do we assume this to be the case? Similarly, people think loud is strong or confident. You know what, Frozen? Frozen, you better thaw out and hit the link, man, because you come up with a lot of great, like your voice. You got to get in the conversation, man. I love that. Let's get into that. Where the you know what it is? I think because kindness is an act of love, and it's a selfless act, and people, mean spirited people, right? People who seek to take advantage view it as weak, or at least try to sell it as weak, or assume it's weak because it's something that they try to take advantage of.
If I
right?
can interject,
Am I making sense, Mr. Chill Out?
If I can interject,
Please do.
I think those who are devious try to overcome kindness because they have a hidden agenda to the kindness you're trying to give them. But if you're genuinely kind and the act is reciprocated back and forth equally, then it becomes respected because you understand where the gesture is coming from. But if you're maneuvering with a devious mind and heart, then you want to look at this weakness and say, how can I capitalize off of it? Instead of being genuine with the gesture.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
So that's where the kind ain't weak comes from, right? That was my interjection.
No, it's great, and I want to mine it out some more. I agree that the devious-minded people will definitely try to take advantage of kindness as if it were a weakness, and they may even feign or fake or mimic kindness themselves in order to take advantage of it.
That's to let your guard down.
Right. But what you said before that, I think, was interesting. It sounded like you were kind of saying that they would sell kindness as weakness, to get people to be less kind, and that way they don't look as evil. If there are only a few people are being kind, and I can take advantage of them, but most folks aren't kind, then I will never look bad.
I like that. I think that has a true face to it.
That's what I was getting from what you were saying.
Yeah, like the lesser of two evils. Yeah, no. If we are kind to one another, and the kindness comes from a genuine place, then we view the sentiment as a sign of respect, because you're correct. It's an act of love, and love and respect are one and the same. Right. If you look at it, right, they should be in your book as one and the same. Now, if you're devious minded, you're not respecting the gesture or the love. So you're looking at it as this person is, well, basically it tells you a lot about yourself. You're not deserving of the love that people are trying to give you. So you have to steal parts of it where you're using it because you don't feel worthy of it. Now you want to talk about accountability? Look in the mirror and ask yourself, the way you treat people, are you deserving of love? The way you treat people, not the way people treat you. The way you treat people, are you deserving of this? Because if you're taking someone's kindness and using it as weakness to manipulate a situation, to have it go in your favor, what are you doing? You're not deserving of the action that they're giving you. You're willing to take advantage of it and treat it like it's nothing. So what's the worth you have for love?
Wow. Yeah. No, that deserves a hold on. Yeah. No, that also deserves a
one-time look over, right? Like
no, that was PJ Austin says that part. Speak on it. Yeah. Yeah. People don't like mirrors nowadays, for real, he says. And Frozen says, seems like projection of insecurities. 100%. That's exactly what he was saying.
Yeah. Exactly what it is. You are. You can't even. You and I. Let's use you and I. Let's use you and I. Right. Let's not talk about. Let's use you and I. We talk. We go through. Me and you have more hours on discussing ups and downs than a seasoned lawyer in litigation.
You already know.
And we weed out and mind out things, and there's things of mine and yours that we put on the dartboard to go right to trash, right?
Facts.
And I spent all week on it. Well, I'm sorry, but that's just not where we're going or the road we're going to go, right? If I took that personally, I wouldn't see the bigger goal. If you took that personally, you wouldn't see the bigger goal. Then when we come to each other's houses, there is no shortage of whatever's in the cabinet, from the brown to a round tomato. It's yours. Go at it. Have it. Right? One will look at that as weakness if I'm devious. I look at it as this man respects me and loves me to allow me to go through his fridge, his liquor cabinet, pour him one, pour me one, not blink an eye. I respect him. So when I come back, if I have a bottle when he comes to my house, if I'm bringing a bottle, I'm going to return the gesture because I understand what he did towards me was an act of respect and genuine love. So I will reciprocate that to show him that I appreciate him doing something. You, Aaron, doing something towards me, homie to homie, bro to bro, that you did not have to do at all. But you chose to because you have a place for me in your emotional life and heart that you go, I love that guy. That's a good dude. So in return, I have to do it back because I love you and I think you're a good dude. Now you see how that became 2 acts of kindness without malintent. None of it. Now, if I look at him and go, man, this dude let me go in this fridge. This dude, man, I'm gonna put my feet up on the couch. Now I'm taking advantage of your kind gesture and going, well, what else can I get from them? Well, that's my mindset. And am I really worthy if I'm treating you that way? And that's my mindset. What else can I get from you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm insecure about, should I have this type of people who care and love about me? I'm no good. But you don't want to dig down that emotional rabbit hole because you're afraid what you're going to find is not Alice in Wonderland. It's not what you thought it was, because you created so many barriers around your heart and mind that you can't even accept when people are loving you in the way that they love you. Throughout that, enjoy the journey. Everyone's not going to love me the way I want it. I have to accept the love how I get it, because everyone doesn't love everyone the same way. Then I have this expectation and ego kicks in. And then I feel like I have this right to get what I want how I want it, right? It's not how this works. People love individuals differently because everyone, once again, Mika dropping bombs. I'm going to tell y'all, should I drop down? You want to go again? Because everyone's love language is different. And you have to understand how that maneuvers through one another. Some people are clingy. Some people are pushy. So, I was talking the other day, I think it was with Denise, and I was telling her, I said, some people are cat people, even their emotions, and some people are dogs, even in their emotions. Right? Where you're a cat individual, you're real independent, you're pushy, you love you. Just now? Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. I'm riding Ruby somewhere too. I'm sorry. So when you go in, they're individual, then you're more like the cat, right? You don't need people all up underneath your wing and your shoulder and telling you what to do and how to do it.
Oh, you got Ruby with you?
I do.
Oh, hey, baby girl. Just saying hello to my niece. Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Continue.
So, Aaron says hello. I said to try to keep it condensed as possible. And then you're a dog person where you're really affectionate. I need a hug. I need a kiss. I need a affection. I need acknowledgement.
Yeah.
And they don't want to. Everybody wants to walk around. There's that alpha bullshit. I don't even know what that was. We got to name them. I'm not none of them. I don't know what the fuck they are, but I'm not none of that. I'm in my own lane. I love how I love. I maneuver how I maneuver. If I want to say something, I'll say something. I watch how I say it so I can get the point across. I need a teammate. And it's okay that we can rub each other's ideas, and I'm with all that. I won't get walked all over. I won't allow myself to get walked all over. I won't walk all over her because I'm empathetic and sympathetic to her and her emotions. And I make her when she's not seeing those, or not make. I think that's a strong and off word, but I address them in a way where we can see eye to eye, and I won't allow my feelings to get overlooked as much as not allowing her feelings to get overlooked. I'm getting considerate of both of those, right? So I don't need all that. I need communication and talk, and let's figure it out. Not everyone is right, and not everyone is wrong.
Right. No, yeah, 100%, man. That's and you and I are definitely we have that in common, and we leverage it to coach each other, right, and how to do it the right way. And I would agree. Interfacing with my wife, same story. I try to apply the same technique of understanding. You know what I mean, and try to guide us both in the right direction while understanding she's her. I'm me. Neither of us are perfect. We're two individuals, and I have to see or respect or allow her side to be seen, with the hopes that she would do the same. And even if that's not the case, try to guide her to it. It's all about compassion, empathy, right? But still being firm and resolute in one's own position, right? We don't have to sacrifice our individuality, but we should still be. Whoa, okay. So PJ says, "How may one get?" What's that?
No.
Oh, how PJ Austin wants to know how may one get one of those kind ain't weak shirts?
You can email us at the War Report, or you can follow me on Instagram. I do everything personally, hand to hand. I don't need nobody dipping into my funds. So we're building the website because I know I need to. But right now, if you email, I will send it out your size, and I got you.
keep talking. I'm gonna get the link to both our email and your Instagram. But yeah, keep talking. I'm gonna work on getting those links right now.
Yeah, so I do everything hand to hand and eliminate the middleman right now. That's basically where I'm at. So everything is through me, by me. If you ain't get it from me, then it ain't mine. It is not officially Hood Things. I do it all. You talking about a community. I have friends that have machines that allow me to go in there, and if I'm doing a heat press or I need some cutting, vinyl cutting, I get to get that done. And I just do all the work myself. I design the shirts, I press the shirts up, I fold the shirts, and I mail the shirts. I do it, let it be the hats. I put on every patch, every sew, every sticker and stitch, other than make the shirt myself of the template. So um, yeah, I do everything myself. My son is going to help me do the website because I do the creative parts, and he's going to lock in this meta world that we live in also, and I'm gonna get that cracking too. But right now, if you link up and you hit me on Instagram, hoodthings_united, or the war report, put in the subject title Hood Things, we'll get it rocking and rolling. I will press you up and you will have a Hood Things shirt sent your way.
All right. So I just posted the link to your Instagram, and I'm posting the war report at gmail.com. All right. So you got to hear first, folks. Go ahead. He says, "Thank you, gentlemen. He greatly appreciates it. No worries, brother. Hit him up on Instagram, Hood Things United, Hood Things _United at Instagram. Also hit us up at the War Report. That's TheWarReport at gmail.com. Put in the subject line Hood Things United and open up the lines of communication. He does custom, he does couture work, he does his lines that he does. This shirt is one. I have a green one I'll go get in a minute. I have a couple of hats. One of the hats he offers has the spade symbol, which is the War Report symbol. It's a spade without the TWR. I have a vest. Oh, there's here. What? Oh, thank you, dear. Okay. Yes, yeah. Yep. My wife's getting ready to make me a drink. Thank you, babe. Appreciate it.
We got Hood Things at Heart. We got Hood Things at Heartbreak. It's a broken heart with a band-aid on it.
Yep.
It's like I said, it's not a movement, it's a mindset. We're not talking about it, we're trying to be about it. And we're okay going through those ups and downs, bumps and bruises. And sometimes heartbreak can save your life, believe it or not. You got out of a bad situation and you learn what's that journey. It's that journey shit again. Just going through the journey and enjoying the journey. So
that's what we're all about over here, man.
to enjoy the journey.
100%. So let's see. Mine out the rest of Frozen's first comment. It says, similarly, people think loud is strong or confident. And I agree. A lot of times loud isn't strong or confident. In fact, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
What do they always say? The loudest guy in the bar is the guy that can't fight.
No, all right. So is the biggest bitch.
Yeah, right. Is the biggest bitch. Right.
Is the biggest bitch. The loudest guy is the biggest bitch.
Is the biggest bitch. Right. Exactly.
He's barking for no reason. You know what it is? He's the chihuahua. Let's talk about breeds. He's the chihuahua in the group. He's
is
yipping.
That from personal experience?
I've seen it. And yes, I do have a chihuahua, but mine is a well-behaved one. She's a big dog for real, because she doesn't do much, but she'll snap a little bit. But she doesn't. You met her, right? She's not nippy like this. Yeah. Nah, she'll bark at somebody.
She just hates me.
It's funny. My nephew came over and she hopped right on his lap, and it was his first time over the house.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, she's like you. I think
She just hates me.
she's like this bug effort is 6'5", 300 pounds. I'm afraid of him. That's what that is.
He's too big. That's not normal. Yeah.
She's like these 6-foot
And
guys
she,
is cool, but
yeah, 6'5". Yeah, that's a freak.
yeah,
Get that thing out of here. Yeah.
that's a huge gentleman over there. I'm not trying to play around with that fella, but
Yeah.
yeah, back to the subject. Yeah, it's the biggest bitch, and I think it's just because, well, he's afraid.
Yeah. Defense mechanism.
Yeah,
Puffer
definitely.
fish, puff up. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you ever met the individual who's a bitch by themselves but tough around four fellas? You know, you got walking around with the homies.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Like, listen. If you that, it's okay. Don't start no trouble. Don't be out here in these streets. If you one of them,
Right.
right? Just
Yeah.
work your little 9 to 5, do what you do, and stay out the way. But you're trying to be out here being something you're not, and then you're in an atmosphere you're really afraid of being in. So then you're gonna act out in a certain way, and then you're gonna find yourself either in jail in a worse position because you're around a whole bunch of wolves, or in the box. You got deleted because you ain't really about that either.
Yeah. Look at this. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I've now graduated to the Lynchburg lemonade.
Hey.
Fresh squeeze, you laughing. Shit, this is the best. Made with fresh squeeze lemonade. And when I say fresh squeeze, look at this. Y'all, I ain't playing this shit. I ain't bought it in no damn store. That lady, she got water, lemons, some sugar,
and made it happen.
And a bottle of bourbon. Yeah. Oh, I gotta do that again.
One more time.
Yeah, two more.
Two more. Yeah.
Oh, it's delicious.
Sip it again for the first time.
Yeah. I got to toast the toast. Shit. No, that's great, man. That tastes like my dad made it. You know, he makes the best. That's where we get it from. You know, that's his summertime. Maker's Mark, fresh squeezed lemonade, or Jack Daniels. He does it the old school, the original way. Lynchburg lemonade uses Jack Daniels Black Label. That's what this tastes like, man. It's good. And
I love whiskey and lemonade. I love whiskey and lemonade.
Oh man, whiskey sours, yeah, old fashions, Lynchburg lemonade, whiskey lemon is
whiskey and lemonade. Yeah, I like lemonade, and I like whiskey. I used to put them together. Yes, sir. Yes,
that's
sir.
It, man. That's it, man. Frozen says fresh cut lemons. PJ says shout out to the missus. No, indeed, man, indeed. PJ wants to know, Black America. What's up, man? Black America in the building. He says, does he make custom things if I send him an idea?
No, I'm not a tailor, but I can customize something on garments.
So he's not going to custom fit, but he can do the custom image or Well, I'll tell you what. I'll post the links again. Hit him up on Instagram. Send us an email in the description or the subject line. Put Hood Things United. Open up the line of conversation.
Hey, I'm here to work. If you got to follow me, I'll follow you back. I do check my Instagram once or twice a day. I will respond to everyone. If you have an idea, I do not do garments though. Like I can't make a jacket from a few pieces of thread. No, I don't. That's not my skill set. My skill set is to make cool custom stuff with cool sayings and logos I like to draw those up or some ideas we can run through. All this is self-taught. I did not go to school for any of this. This was all self-driven. I woke up one morning, like I said, after smacking in the face on the concrete, and decided some things had to change, and made the change happen. So I couldn't, like Aaron said, I couldn't do a custom fit, but I do custom designs and ideas. I can and do have the capabilities of throwing them on garments. We just talk out prices and situations, and if you like it, I'm a man of what I say. This is my brand, along as the War Report is the channel. We stand on what we stand on. I don't like funny money. I like making money.
Damn right. In a minute here, I'm going to go get the couture vest, the first piece ever to the line that he made for me. That'll give you a good idea as to what a custom piece in his brand would look like. I'll get that in a minute. Let me run through some people in the chat, and then I'll turn it over to Will. Actually, you know what? I'll go get it when Mav shows up. When he gets out of the shower and pours a drink, then I'll go get the rest of the garments. I'll go get a hat. You should be headed home.
I was home, and then I had to take because our bathroom is out of shot right now. So Ruby's taking a shower.
Okay.
At her friends and spending the night. It's been crazy out here. Yeah. So I'm about to walking through the door right now. If I go full mute, it's because I'm in the door greeting, saying hello. I've been hitting these streets all day today. Must greet the wife and the energy, and then I'll be back on. But I'm not leaving. I just might be on full mute.
I got you. Yeah, I'll find a spot where I can go get some pieces. But I'm gonna acknowledge the chat real quick if you don't mind. A few folks.
I'm 10 feet away from the door. I'm going mute now, and as you rock out with the chat.
Oh, cool. All right, sounds good.
All right.
So PJ said, yeah, thanks, PJ Austin. Got to keep the big guy happy, and she does an excellent job at it. Believe you me. O'Shea Lennox, the hobbyist, my man from the SIP, is in the house. So good greetings at the War Report. Good greetings to you, sir. Glad you're able to make it. We're in here celebrating 20,000 viewers at This Might Be Risky. We're also celebrating the first successful interview here on the War Report that was conducted this past weekend. A very good, close childhood friend of myself, the War Reporters, and my wife, the lovely Miss Tamika. Check it out. It's in the library. It was a dope 2-hour build. We're just inviting people into the family, showing them what family looks like. We are a big family. He also extends his greetings to the chat. Appreciate that. PJ Austin says, Joelle, you're very welcome. I love it. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. I hope she's having a terrific Tuesday as well. The salmon is smelling amazing up in this piece. Can't wait. I'm going to wait until 9 o'clock to get into that. I'm going to put on a good show for you guys. I usually do take a plate around this time. She brings me dinner. But I'm going to hold off just to give you guys a good quality show. And then I'll eat when we go to Hamp's place at 9. But appreciate the love. Let's see. Frozen says, oh, he's saying hello to O'Shea. Black America. Chill, I know you can hear this. You're muted, but Black America wants to know, can he put boobies on a deer? That's hilarious.
Brought
the man back. What you got for that? Can you do it?
Deers already have boobies.
He says, that's been done already. Consult your local creator, capital C. Hash that out with God. He said they already got it. Salute to O'Shea, of course. Leon Phelps in the building. Aaron, you keep. Oh shit. Oh man. You know what? Wow. All right. So we have a terp in the building, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let me drop the link first of all. Leon Phelps, if you can hit this link. You don't have to cam up. I would appreciate it so I could see you. But if you don't, I don't care. But anyway, this is so anybody that knows me knows I used to play for the University of Maryland. long ago. Left offensive tackle. And what we have now is a VIP in the building, another fellow Terp. Asking, do I keep up with Coach Locks and the Terps, or is that a thing of the past? No, it's not a thing of the past. I don't keep up with them as much as I would like to or even should. I do keep up. Life. Look, thanks for technology, right? I'm able to keep up, but the fact that you put that, I'm going to do better. I'm going to 100% make it a point to open up a broadband line of communication with all the fellow Terps. Yeah, that just hit home in ways you can't imagine, my friend. I need to get better with that because that is also my family. You know what I mean? Like I have a Marine family that I keep in touch with, family from childhood, family from different avenues of business in life, entertainment, but there's the Terp family as well, and that is my family, and I need to get better with that. But yeah, I've spoken to Coach Locks, not recently, but I have. He's doing well, him and his wife, navigating throughout the football arena. It's amazing to see, the growth and success that he's having. He's a great guy, man. Coach Loxley is one of the greatest men I've ever met. All the Terps, though, man. All the players, the coaches, just a great bunch of guys, man. One funny story. I don't know if you knew. One of the coaches, defensive line coach, while I was there, he was actually a teammate and roommate of my cousin. My cousin Barney Chavis played defensive line for the Denver Broncos. Back in like the 70s and 80s, I think, were the years he played. Barney Chavis. Let me look up his exact years of playing. Barney Chavis played 73 to 85. The years that he played. And he was a defensive lineman. Anyway, so his teammate was a coach. Damn. I'm sorry, folks. I'm. This really hit me. This hearing from a Terp is a really heavy.
The spread around is crazy. That's basically blessings.
Yeah, man. Like life is wild like that. You know what I mean? It really. But damn, man. I'm sorry. I'm looking up some shit here.
No, that's just really dope how the energy is being exactly what we say it is. I'm just filling space right now as you do your research.
No, I got it. I'm back. So yeah, but no, coach. Yeah, thanks for that though. But yeah, Coach Carter was he was a defensive line coach when I was there. Reuben Carter, and he played football. They're very good friends and roommates when they were roommates when they would travel. And they were the two defensive tackles for the Denver Broncos, 73 to 85. So I say all that to say, just a great group of men, some of the best men I've ever known, both in uniform and the coaching staff can be found in Maryland. Those are some of the best years of my life being a Terp. I don't even like football, right? Like if anybody knows, and like there's an article, right? On the Washington Post. Let me see if I can find that shit. The Washington Post interviewed me years ago. I think it was my freshman year. And it was a long article. It was me and Andrew Smith, who was I think he was a D-back, right?
Okay.
And I even said in the article, I hate football. What was I thinking? I don't know. You don't say that. You just got recruited and accepted and won a full scholarship to a Division I A school with the ACC, one of the toughest conferences in America at the time. It's championship school, right? And we went on to, with bowl games and shit. You don't say shit like that, but my dumb ass said that because it was true. I keep it real. I played football because it was a God-given skill and talent that I wasn't going to look that gift horse in the mouth rather. Because I know there's kids in wheelchairs that wish they had the opportunity. You know what I mean? Like football fans, their rooms are plastered with football, paraphernalia. You know what I mean? So like, who am I? And I gave it my all. I gave it. How can you not? You get to the Division I level, you gave it something,
right?
You know what I mean? So
yes,
I definitely put my heart and soul into it. But man, anybody knows me. Motorsports is my life. I like sports car. My idea of sports is behind the wheel of a European vehicle on a windy track,
open road.
That's it. You know what I mean?
And some asphalt and rubber.
Yeah, asphalt with a rubber meets the road. But that's not to say that some of the people that I've met and experienced life with hardships. I mean, the Maryland Terrapin team at that time, and even the students, the faculty, the staff, everybody, Heather Lowe, Allison Rodriguez. I mean, there's just so many people, top to bottom, that really shaped my life that I really love and appreciate and have been in touch with over the years, but should keep in touch with more. So, in keeping with the theme of the show, celebrating love, life, family, and success.
Let's get it.
And using the 20,000 subscribers as an indicator of what love, life, and success can achieve, I'm going to pledge to the Terps and to Leon and myself that I'm going to get better at keeping in touch with those folks.
And consistency.
You know what? Didn't I say that earlier in the show?
Yes, you did. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm making you accountable for your consistency statement.
Please do.
Yeah.
No, please do.
Definitely. I try to be that outside of, like, say, those old friends. I'll call up some old friends and they'll be like, all right, so funny stories. I call them up and they got that, like, what do you want? You about to ask me for something in their voice?
Yeah.
And I reiterate like 5 to 10 times, like, listen, when this conversation's asked, you would not be digging into your wallet at any point for me. I'm really just calling to concern and check up on you as a friend. I know that may seem weird, and awkward at times, but it's really just what I'm doing. Like, if you're in my phone and I have some contact information, I try to keep in contact.
Indeed, man. Yeah, man. I definitely because that's what good friends do.
Yeah.
And they check up on you when you least expect it or when you need it the most.
You never know a checkup, and I talked to the young fellas a lot. I said, you never know when a checkup can save someone's life. Just, hey, you all right? I'm making sure you good. You don't know what that person was thinking of in their day-to-day life, and they could have been ready to pull the trigger, literally.
Yeah, how about it?
And you talk to them, you call them up. I ain't hear from you for a minute. What's going on? And you feed into them some of the positive things you got going on, and you reiterate how life has a journey, and you go through the struggles, and you maybe pulled yourself out of a spiral moment in life, and you just feed into them this positive force of energy. And you hang up the phone and be like, hey, man, that day you called me, I don't know what I was going to do, but when you called me and after you hung up, man, you gave me some energy to, like, fight this shit on a little bit more and have a little more energy to fight this shit on. So you never know what a checkup could do for somebody in their day, man. You really, a checkup could save somebody's life, and you don't even need to be a doctor. See what I did there?
No, yeah, 100%. 100%. And that wasn't a coincidence. And as a matter of fact, I think it came up in conversation. It was either today earlier on the show. I didn't go on the show, but I was listening. It was either today or yesterday, which I was on the show, kind of wilding. I was I was on a warpath, but it was, the idea was brought up that just checking on people, just hey, how you doing? How that can mean so much, even if you don't go into a deep dive into answering the question how you're doing. Sometimes just someone knowing that someone at least is there to at least ask the question is enough. I mean, and then sometimes the question get answered, I'm not doing so well. And you have the conversation, you deep dive, and you get some real, I don't want to say meaningful or impactful, but some real thorough support. But even just a quick, hey, how you doing? Especially from someone that you least expect it. Like when Mai showed up on the panel.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting her to show up, right?
That
And
was a
when I
checkup.
showed up, like I lit up. I'm like, oh shit, because I had sent her the link and everything. We talk on Facebook and stuff. And I'm like, oh man, because she's like a bright, sparkling, individual in these spaces. And like I said, she was a very uplifting. She had uplifting content before content was even a thing, right?
Yep.
Just kind of making people feel good about themselves, no matter how different they were. So for her to just show up like that, you never know how you can impact people's lives on a positive scale.
That was a great
just by
checkup.
a quick show up,
That was a great checkup, right? She
That's
didn't have to. She didn't have
That's
to.
it.
But she did for 5 minutes.
From behind the wheel of her car on her way into wherever the hell she's going. You know what I mean? She just hit the link and just showed up, showed her face, and said hello. That was it.
Because that was her time.
Yeah.
And she took time away from her time to give us time.
Exactly.
Because time is valuable. Hey, y'all want to know what these folks is keeping up? Because they have us bullshitting about money and all this other stuff. Do you know what everything you're supposed to work for is just to obtain time to be with the ones that you love? That's why they create businesses to get shit done and other people do it. Because what are they doing? Vacationing, spending time with their family. Time is the most valuable thing on this earth. I don't care what anybody says. You can debate me. You want windmill. You want to walk it down, talk it down, or chalk it down. Time is the most precious thing on this earth that we have. Because once you're gone, you ain't getting none of it back. And once people are gone out your life, you're not getting that back either. And I'm talking about deleted, not walking away.
I love listening to you talk sometimes, man. You said you could debate me, love it or hate it, take it or leave it. We could walk it down and chalk it down. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm gonna give you the mic, just let you roll, man.
No,
now,
you sent me.
Now y'all see where I get it from, like, because the way I talk and shit. But now y'all see where I get it from. This is my circle, man. We must have been slick talking pimps in a previous life or something.
Listen, your mom calls me one of her sons, and I feel that that's for a reason, right? She's like, these fools is one and the same. Now, I ain't birth all these fools, but man, I can see why y'all friends must have been in another time. We was. Now, I'm not gonna get disrespectful on the channel. We was doing our thing at another point in time.
Hey, listen, man. Well, shit. When we met, we were all single.
Yes.
And it is what it is.
It did. It do what it do.
Yeah, but and we did what we did, and we grew, and we were great and righteous then, and we only got better.
Yeah, we were weeding out our flaws while going through experience.
That's it. We didn't stir a foot to seek a foe, but we did the best we could, and we did right by folks, and we only got better. Nobody's perfect, but we get better.
Well, the integrity was there. I might not be perfect. It was
always there.
Yeah, but my integrity's got to be there. And I know I'm not perfect, and I'm going to make mistakes, and I'm going to lead my foot with that. That I'm a man just like you, and I'm going to make mistakes. But I will be and hold myself accountable, and you have the right to hold me accountable for said mistakes so that we make sure we're on the same accord and page, and we're not pussyfooting around this whole situation.
That's it. Ain't no half stepping. We're not gonna bullshit now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We get it right, we get it wrong, but we don't go bullshit.
No, we're not gonna bullshit you.
And when we get it wrong, we're
Yeah,
accountable.
we're gonna say I messed that up. I pooped that bed bad, real bad, and I'm gonna clean that up. That's my fault.
Right.
And you said that was my bad, so that's my bad. And then what can I do to
Right.
make it right? Because I know that was my bad. That if you start there, man, life can change dramatically for you. You'd be in a whole much better place, even in your internal relationships with your wives and your husbands. That goes back and forth. If you say my bad, I just had an incident today where I was told I did something and I was quickly to go on defense. And then shout out again to Mika dropping bombs. I stepped out of it and I really apologized. Like, hey, you know what? My feelings were genuine, but my delivery was ass.
See that?
My fault.
There you go.
My fault. You're right. Right. My old and it becomes that default mechanism. I was ready to defend it and deflect it, but I was like, you know what? If they're coming to me with this, then I fucked up because it's becoming addressed to something that I've done. And let's just take accountability that what I did was a real factor that they felt in their life that I affected. And instead of ready to defend it and say, well, I did this because of this. No, you right. I did that. And I was coming in my delivery didn't match what my end goal was. What I was trying to give to you wasn't, you ordered Chinese and I brought Italian. My bad.
Right.
Right. That was me. You're right. You're right.
That was a great metaphor too. This isn't what you asked for. It's certainly not what you're expecting.
And I thought we agreed on pasta or noodles. I just didn't. I didn't tell you what region of the world, and that was my bad. I still delivered noodles,
right?
And that's what I wanted to deliver, but I didn't want. I wanted us to be on the same accord on the delivery, and if that got misled, then that was definitely my fault. There's no one to blame because I'm the one who delivered it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you can't blame anybody else.
I delivered it, so you're right. Old me for sure, and inconsiderate me would have definitely went into defense deflect mode, right? To say, well, I didn't mean to. No, let's start off with acknowledging that what I did was just poop the bed. Let's do that, and then once we get past that, I can almost guarantee the next things that are said, if they're said correctly, are going to be in a better form of energy to be received.
Yeah, better received, exactly. Yeah.
But if I start off on deflect,
and that's something we all got to work. It's something I got to work on.
Oh, delivery is,
just starting off on that appropriate foot.
Yeah.
Just quickly going. You know what? You're right.
Oops. It's okay.
You were right.
I oopsied that, John. My fault. I oops that, John. My bad. You right.
Exactly.
Right. Instead of saying no, say ooh.
Yeah.
Did I
Whoops.
just?
Yeah.
Did I just look like an asshole in the mirror and I don't want to accept that? Damn, I did. I did look like an asshole in the mirror. That was all me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was me 1,000%. I messed that all the way up.
Sorry about that. Aim, fire, miss.
Yeah. Oof. I messed that up. I messed that shit up. Super bad. Super bad.
Yeah, smack that one into the weeds.
Man, I hooked that right off the green for sure.
Yep. We ain't on the fairway today, buddy.
Yeah, man. We bring the wedges out, baby.
Yeah. We got some digging to do. Yeah.
We gotta dig this right. But how deep
you know what? That's a great, but the golf analogy is great. When you fuck it up, when you smack it off the tee and you land in the sand trap or deep in the weeds, you got to get the wedge. You got to start digging. You got to dig yourself out of the hole, and you got to be willing to dig.
You got to know you're there first, because sometimes we're in denial of what we've done.
Great point.
Right, we're
know where you are first. Yeah.
Do you need a wedge? Do you need an iron? Do you need to switch? how deep are you in the weeds, and do you
Right.
want to keep going in the weeds, or do you want to kind of get out of this thing? And acknowledging where you are is going to be,
Yeah.
by experience, the quickest way to get out the weeds, right? Just
Yeah.
oops, yeah, right.
Because you don't want to hit it out of one sand trap into the other sand trap.
Or the pond. Now you really don't hit.
Or the water has it, right? Yeah. Now you're fucked. Yeah, right.
You went from bad to worse.
Bad to worse, right?
I think when you go into the water trap, pond, whatever the water, that's that denial thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's that denial thing. I'm all right. Nah, bro, you're female, male. You are not all right. You are defensively deflecting, and you don't want to take accountability for that thing, that whatever it was.
No, that's true. Not only is that true that hitting it into the pond is denial, but that's where you lose it the most. Denial. You're shielding yourself from seeing your own damn fuck up, just like you lose it in the pond. When that ball goes in the water,
it's gone. It's over.
You got to take another stroke. Yeah,
it's over. It's over.
Yeah, that's it.
And the only hope you got is losing the stroke and replacing the ball. You can't even fix that.
Exactly.
Can't even fix that.
And you can only put the ball nearest the spot where you think it went.
Man, you still near the water. You ain't clear of nothing yet.
You're still in the weeds. And you lost a stroke.
So let's not do that. All right. I might be in the sand wedge, but I'm not losing a stroke. Because I'm accountable and I'm aware of what I just did. Now, if I'm in that egotistical mode, I'm going to definitely get the pond. Mr. Alligator, here I come.
Definitely. Your words never spoken, man. No, man, you spitting, bro.
Oh, I've been underneath the hammer. Pause. Literally the
what the hell's Maverick, man? He needs to get on this build, man. I love this war report shit, man. We've built monuments and dropping gems. Man.
Listen, extraterrestrial. I'm walking in the door. I said my hellos. I'm baking cookies, as you can hear. Like, this is what we do, y'all. Like, this is not a game. After I was just at the middle of the mall. For the children.
Are you greasing the sheet tray?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Did you preheat your oven?
350 right now.
Excellent. There you go.
Come on down.
Yeah, my man in there checking it out.
As we tired, just came into the door. I'm checking on the wife. She's feeling a little under the weather. So I'm upstairs. That's why I didn't re-camera up, because I'm upstairs, checking on the fam, doing what I need to do. I'm not perfect, y'all. I probably still might have messed this up too. Right? Let's be 1,000. But I'm here. I'm trying. Hope she sees it. She knows the grind that we got going on and everything in the building. So if I can clone myself to be two better halves, I sure would. But I'm only me. And I'm trying to be everywhere at once.
She sees it. She knows. Real quick, I'm going to acknowledge the chat.
Always.
We got the one and only Thanos in the building. How are you, sir? Glad you're able to join us. He's in there laughing and hitting the pause button. Yeah.
I'm remodeling my bathroom, so I've been every analogy for the bathroom is going to be a pause moment. So I'm not even going any further.
Yeah. And you know what? And Thanos, I don't know if you saw the show here. First, let me drop the link. Where we were talking about, on Ham's channel about being handy around the house. Air Force vet, but present for duty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, nigga, you ain't too old. But no, we don't talk the talk, we walk the walk. So when this man says he's renovating his bathroom, he is by his damn self. As a matter of fact, when was it? Last week, I came and dropped off a rotary tool and some bits so that he can cut the tile to custom fit around the door jambs and, fixtures and stuff like that.
Oh, no, we did laminate floor. Waterproof. I ripped it up and made laminate. I did laminate.
Oh, yeah, floor. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the tile came up. Now you're putting laminate back down. Exactly. And I mean, he had all this. He had the new valance, the new sink, the new this, the that, and the other, and having the bath fit. You know, the what you call them coming to fit in the bath, the stall,
shower kit,
the shower.
and the
Yeah,
shower kit
I
with the
mean,
shower
just
pins.
completely. Yeah, he moved the heater or the reroute copper pipe to move the radiator heat. I mean, we don't talk the talk, we walk it, man. You know what I mean? When we say you got to be handy out here, gentlemen, you got to do the damn thing. Stan Autry in
Shout out,
the
Stan.
building. Says Aaron, salute, fam. Yeah, no, 100%, man. Glad you were able to join us. Thanos says, more of the new generation of men need to understand that we can and should try to do those things. 100%, man. 100%. He's acknowledging Stan, the man in the building. No, yeah, 100%.
I don't know how. I have a good friend. I'm sorry. Rock out.
No, go ahead. You got the mic.
No, I was saying I do have a good friend that helped me out to like with the plumbing, because that's where I fall short, is understanding, because I didn't want to install a drain and then the leak happened because, you know, this is a shower bed and all this other stuff. But I do know drywall, subflooring, you know, some construction stuff, a little bit of welding. But the plumbing was where I kind of fell short. He came through, man. This dude, if you ever need some work, hit us up, man. This is my guy. Rick is just, we're gonna go first names, but I call him the house mechanic. Like this dude knows how to do anything and everything. Shout out.
Yeah, you see it. Go ahead.
Shout out to the Maverick. I can't salute him at the crib in the middle of doing things, but
I got you covered, bro.
It says, you know, it's up there.
I came in and I did not want to interrupt what you were saying, man. You're on something. Thanos theory, what's going on? It's red for a reason. I am all about some Thanos at the moment. So I'll take that.
Salute, gentlemen.
Salute,
Thanos.
I just got my new bottle. I could pour some up, but it is a Monday. Are we allowed to drink on Monday?
It's Tuesday.
Shit, I'm drinking on
Tuesday.
You allowed to drink whenever.
Oh, it's Tuesday. See, that's why I don't need to be drinking.
No, that's why you need to drink. That's why you need to drink. It's Tuesday.
Now I'm getting old, man. Getting old.
Aren't we all, my friend?
Now, this is my first time on here. Appreciate you, Big Aaron. It's a lot of
appreciate you for coming.
Thank
in
you.
the space that I recognize. You know, when I want to get away from the, you know, little boy talk, the DMP stuff. So, and it's always great to see other vets. So, definitely appreciate you letting me up tonight. Yeah, I'm just here to stop by for a few, you know, like I like to see people relax and actually having conversations. So gentlemen building stuff and all that, you know, they got YouTube and you can learn all kinds of things to do to your house, cars. And I wish people would utilize it more, because I wish I had this when I was younger.
Wow. So our one thing I'll build on that. What you're saying, man, is our that's what our channel's for. I'm pretty sure you gathered that off of Iceman. You know, the interaction that you have. That's what we're doing. I have so much footage of me doing things around the house, like just building things, like, you know, replacing outlets and stuff on my car. All kinds of
Mm-hmm. Was I think I missed the last part, man. I think he was fading away.
Oh, this microphone.
Okay, now I got
so, all right. So what I was saying was basically, you know, this is what our channel is built for. So once we're able to edit all of these, at least I know the footage that I have, it's stuff like changing outlets and changing, you know, like lights out of the ceiling, all that kind of stuff. Once we get that edited, and then eventually we may do live streams to where it's like, you know, show how to change oil in a car, how to jack a car up, things like that, because people just don't know these days, man. I'm just surprised, and I thought those are basic things that every man should know, or, you know, at least every man should know. And I'm navigating the world, and I'm like, oh, not many people even know that. So
Right.
we would really change that. That's the gap we're trying to fill here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, save yourself a lot of money because I was like,
Hell
most of that stuff be labor versus
yeah.
materials. So
Oh,
I'm more on the tech side of it. So, like
mm.
running wire in the ceiling and things like that.
Oh,
Got
the Ethernet
from
Cat 6
YouTube.
cables and all that,
Yeah.
right? Uh-huh.
Magnet fishing wires,
That's
all
my
that.
least
Mm.
favorite thing. I hate fishing wires, man. That's my least favorite job. Man.
I
Yeah.
love
So,
that.
so I
Really?
do bare minimum electricity,
Oh,
just because, I don't want to violate any owner's insurance or anything like that. But, I just like learning new stuff. Yeah.
same, man, same.
Just like learning new stuff, long as I don't tear anything up.
That's how you feel. That's being a man, and when you feel like you are going on your purpose like that, that's fulfilling. That's just a must. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, now I'm up in Maryland, and I'll probably try to buy another property, depending on what this interest rate do by the end of the year, or first quarter. So
Probably
yeah,
good.
I've been renting, and I tell people there's nothing wrong with renting. Like if you don't need to, like right now I'm not married, so when I got back from Germany in 21, I was like, let me wait a little bit. So I'm glad I did though. Definitely
Yeah,
glad I
not wrong with a strategy, man.
No,
You know what
did.
I mean? Some of the wealthiest people, even people in real estate that own real estate as investment properties, they rent.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just all about your strategy, what works, what the interest is working out for you. And
Hmm.
I mean, renting can alleviate a lot of, you get the homeowner's warranty, the homeowner's insurance, and like the repair, all that kind of shit, deductibles. Sometimes it really, especially if your time is worth any money, sometimes renting alleviates enough of your time to be
Man, who you
worth the
telling?
money. You know what I mean?
that's why
I
from
did the big house. The last house I sold was in Rayford, outside of Fort Bragg. So, um, I had the big house, came back from deployment and was like, oh, it's time to get a house. Then you don't realize people just look at the mortgage and you don't think about maintenance, water heater stuff, HVAC. They don't last like they used to. I remember houses used to have a HVAC from the 70s and they still had them in the late 90s, early 2000s. Now you lucky if you get 10 years out of them. And depending on how big the house is, if it's not a split system, we talking 10K for a decent train.
man, I just put a tankless water heater in my house, and I didn't. I wish I recorded that process, but what you said, just replacing a water heater is so time consuming, and you really have to know what you're doing, and especially with these new water heaters.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I was able to do that, and that's another thing, was because I associated what I did in the Marine Corps is working on aircraft technology into what I had to do with that tankless
Is
water.
our bedroom
That's
door
the
open?
only reason
Mm-hmm.
that I knew. So, is another thing, like you said, it's always good to learn, like always learn and always do research and always
Right.
like YouTube is a huge resource for me.
Oh
Too,
yeah,
for all that
like
stuff.
when you buy these new, like, and nothing against them per se, but like those Ryan houses and those, those builders like that. So when I replaced the HVAC unit, they were like, "Oh well," I thought they were trying to, upcharge. So they were like, "No." When they initially installed these vents, they were too small for. You had a big enough unit, but the
Right.
ducts were too small to really push the right pressure to get the air and the heat throughout the house. So it's like, why wouldn't they just put the right thing in there in the first place?
Um,
But if you don't know, they can get
right.
away with anything.
And the thing is, at the same time, with that, people know the right way, but they know it's the right way, and then it's a way that'll work to get the house flipped. And because how
Mhm.
investors are, man. It's really, it is a very fast paced, high strung environment, and the faster you do things is the faster you get paid.
Right.
Off your hard money lender, whatever you have, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But at the same time, being on both sides of the fence, I'm gonna definitely take the path of you got to do it right the first time, no matter how slow
Mhm.
it is. You have to take the time to take every step and make sure it's good, because you rush some stuff like what I've been seeing around some of these jobs, and then this is coming from a counselor in my community, and seeing through the eyes of somebody who's familiar with mechanics and stuff and such.
Mhm.
People, they're cutting corners real bad, man, real bad.
Oh yeah.
On electrical, like just for an example, last week I was helping somebody out with running some electrical wire in some way. Before they ran the wire straight through a metal, a metal opening, jagged metal opening, bent the wire down like it was no insulation, nothing. So, and this thing was on a vehicle. So, there's vibration
That's
involved.
crazy.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
So imagine, and that's their main power source. And this the frame that is going to get it. So, eventually, going on the road, it's gonna vibrate, and then cut through that. And then I don't even know what was it. 100 amps would do to a steel contraption when I know it, but that's what would have happened if I had not seen that. And I'm not an electrician, so it's very important to
Yeah, they hit you with the bedazzle.
Yeah,
so you and trick you, like if you take off say you get behind some sheetrock and stuff, like they got electrical outlets and panels behind there and didn't just put an outside plate on it, so you don't even know that stuff is in there. So it's like, okay, you built these houses and then you rushed them. Oh, they don't want this outlet here, so we just gonna leave it up anyway.
It's
like what?
Right, like it's outlets that you plug into, and there's no power. Like, yo, what happened? You took it off. It's just an outlet and no wires hooked up to it. Like how that happened?
It's crazy.
Oh man. Oh, see, and then the thing is, sis right here, she I could learn some skills from her. She spent some time as an electrician. Matter of fact, I borrowed her 18-volt DeWalt drill to do a lot of the jobs that I did in my house. That's what she got.
Okay.
In that industry, man.
Hey, everybody can do it. Equal opportunity.
Damn.
Equal opportunity.
Black Seinfeld. What's good, Aaron and Pam? So hold on. The Black Seinfeld meets the Black Hank Moody. What's going on?
Yep. So hey, this, but just living life. For
real,
one day at a time.
That's all you can. And a lot of this helps, and a lot of other things,
Yeah.
And even times like this, real spit though, man. Like,
oh yeah, usually this my infographics time, and then a couple other channels I follow on
sure.
Different technology to come out and what the military is doing, what different scenarios look like. So people like, man, you every time I see you watching war movies or this and this and that, and I'm like, yeah, I don't necessarily want to be there physically, but once you're part of it.
Like always, it's something you just can't shut off.
Right.
That warrior spirit in you can discharge honorably from whatever service that you were doing, from Navy SEAL to Marine Recon, whatever. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
I'm looking at the plate. I'm sorry, man. The plate. Look. They got the salmon. They got the peppers, and they got the broccoli. Right.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get there next year, Big Aaron.
Hold on,
by next year, I'll be completely off the street, sir.
She made sweet potatoes. Hold on. This is
here. Give me a second. I'm gonna check out for like 5 minutes. I'll be right back, y'all.
Broccoli, salmon, and sweet potatoes made by the missus.
And it looks seasoned well.
Bro. Yeah. I'm buddy. Yeah. This is gonna be cool just a bit. But that's gonna be stupid and healthy too. Yeah, man. It's funny. What did you do in the military?
So I was combat comm in the Air Force, and my other Air Force guys, 3CO. It's something new now, but I did one term, and since I was in IT, ended up getting out. But I wish they had the stuff they got going on now. It probably would have been a career for me, because now they brought back the warrant officer program in the Air Force, and I don't think they had them since the 60s. So it was it's a lot of good stuff. Like my nephew's in there now, so he's like in Intel, and he keeps me apprised of different stuff like that. But it's pretty dope how they got it set up. But yeah, mostly I was just TDY. I was stuck on Offutt Air Force Base in Nebraska. That was my first duty station as a young, sprightly 6'4" black man. It was hard, but so I mostly spent a lot of time between there and let me see, it would be like Colorado Springs area, Peterson, and Cheyenne Mountain, so stuff like that. So third shift, that was my first job, working in the alternate missile warning center with machines that are older than my mom. like big
Wow.
dispatch, real to real. And I was like, this is my first job and I'm stuck here. But
Wow.
yeah.
Are you pretty much just waiting for the football to be grabbed? Just
Yeah, it was
waiting.
like so during September 11, remember when so Bush was supposed to go to Barksdale Air Force Base and they diverted him to Omaha. So they was like ready to shoot the plane down and everything because everybody was supposed to be grounded. But that's how I got to meet him for the first time. He went down there and had a meeting in the space. That used to be Air Strategic Command, SAC, but now it's a lot of that stuff moved over to the Space Force because they separated. But yeah, you get to see a lot. I think Offutt also has the other two the planes that look like Air Force One, but they're like, just two command centers.
Mhm.
So they park those there. So it's cool just to see the different parts. But during that short stay, I saw a lot. So it was
Oh, I
pretty
bet.
cool going back and forth. But I didn't really get dirty until I went to the GS side and deployed like 6 more times on the civilian side alone.
Really?
Yeah, so between Iraq and Afghanistan, that's when I got to experience most of the rocket attacks and all that good stuff. So,
And
well, it's
that
not
and
good stuff, but that's what we say.
you were IT when you went GS?
Yes. So definitely did that there for like Army Corps engineers. Who else? What's that called? SDDC. So supported a lot of the ports and
Yeah.
things over there. Those missions out in Afghanistan and Iraq
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Kuwait. So yeah, it was pretty. That's why I learned so much because I'm always looking to see what someone else is doing. If they got time, I take my own time to learn what they're doing. Just add it
Mhm.
on to the skill set to the resume. But it was let me see where else I went. I've been to total 72 countries. Some of them just visiting, other ones TDY stopover.
Mhm.
Uh, so I explored a lot of the world. So very cultured, respect cultures, met a lot of
You went
friends.
below the equator?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I did the Brazil. So I got to do Brazil in
Okay.
the Air Force. A little TDY support down there for the Army guys, and they just had some of us Air Force guys support them down there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
let me see where else. The Panama, Costa Rica,
Mhm.
those places like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I was on the other side of the world, Australia, but yeah, below the
Very
equator.
nice. I had
Yeah.
fun there. Got to see New Zealand. Very
Yeah. Yep.
beautiful place. And
Beautiful,
that's why,
gorgeous.
I try to share between the nonsense, of our panels and stuff like that. I try to share like, hey man, y'all gotta just grab a passport and see because this country's not perfect, but you'll appreciate it a lot more seeing how it could be, depending
Yeah.
on where you were born, the lottery,
Yeah.
whatever like that. So
Yes, sir.
fortunately I was born here and that passport I'll let you know that
Yeah.
yeah, your country's pretty important, so you
Yep.
better appreciate it. So yeah, just seen a lot. I feel safer outside of the country for
Mhm.
the most part. I tell people all the time, yeah, you would feel they think it's dangerous or don't want to travel, but I'm like a lot of times, of course, things can happen, but
That's
rarely it
anywhere.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's anywhere.
like
Your own
rarely it did.
backyard. I mean, that's just the world.
And you just show respect, use your manners, and a lot of people speak English outside the country, and they'll
Exact.
definitely embrace you.
That's what the people don't understand. How much English is spoken around the world. You'd be surprised.
Mhm.
You know,
Yep, and
and like
I've
you
been
said,
in Eastern Europe and everything, and
yeah.
found plenty of people who did. So those were my last year. So like Romania, lived there
Oh
for
wow.
2 years. Bulgaria, all those places over there. Helped set up stuff in Poland, and
What's that like? Eastern Europe. I mean, I know the women are gorgeous,
we,
but
we're not
what's
used.
it like
So
to
they're not
live
used
there?
to seeing us outside
Right.
of actual people from Africa. So like, people from
Sure.
Ghana and stuff, they'll see them, but they know the difference between us is I think it's more in the style. Like one
Mm,
time they were like, "Oh yeah, I knew you were American because you had 2 earrings in your ear." I was like, "Oh yeah, that was a good that was a good look." But
yeah.
they like only see us on TVs and movies. So you'll hear the N word, but not in a way they're trying to attack you because we use it so loosely. They think they
It's
can use it.
cultural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm one of the guys that's willing to have a conversation versus reaction, and usually they take
Yeah.
it well and they learn something. So I'm like, yeah, I handled it this way, but the next person that looked like me may not. So this is why it's not appropriate to say give them a little history on it and move on. But like little kids will come up, they want to take pictures, so the parents will take pictures with the kids with me. I'm not famous, but they'll make you feel like you're famous.
Yeah.
Definitely make you feel like they used to rub on my arm, like to see if the color would come off. It was the
Come off.
craziest
Yeah.
thing, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it was the craziest thing. But yeah, they were nice people. But you know, you get the stares, like they are staring at you when you walk around.
Yeah.
Like this tall black dude just walking around. Or
It
American, what are you doing
it
here?
sounds like Japan. That's how Japan was for me. Everybody thought I was Shaquille O'Neal.
Hey, they thought I was old. I was like, well, you don't have football over here, but they always thought I was a football player or a rapper.
Mhm.
And I was
Yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
like I was like, no, I live over here, you know,
Yeah.
do some work for the government. That's it, nothing special.
Yeah.
But nah, they would. You go to a bar, they'll clear out the VIP or something like that, and just for you to be in there as an American.
Mhm.
Like
Yep.
that
Yeah.
stuff is real, you know. Even though it's 2024, a lot of
Mhm.
people still haven't engaged with the world. So I tell people, big as it is, it's small how you can get from place to place in a day. So yeah, definitely
Exactly.
recommend it. So I got
Thank you.
two
Yeah.
boys
That was
and I
my
practice
experience, man.
conscription, so they're going to. So if they go to college, hey, I'll let you do the National Guard or Reserves, or you can go full time. But I just think that's just a good thing to experience as a man or human. Period is just the service of your country. So
Thank you for your service.
appreciate
I
it.
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah. So now I'm just contracting. Once I got my 100%, I was like, it's time to leave the federal government, and now I just contract for them.
Yeah.
So that's all I do now. So I'm blessed.
When you left, what level were you? GS.
Uh,
You
the
left
highest
as
I
a
went was
GS.
GS 14, but I was a 13. I had dropped to a 13 and come back from Germany last, and then I just left in January.
You're
Mhm.
still up there though. I mean,
Oh yeah,
anything
I
double
still mix
digits.
it up with the
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
did well. Yeah, I know you did
Yeah.
well.
So
Yep.
now I just fly from like every week. I'm flying to some other base, uh, supporting let me see, FSRs. They just work on different systems and things, but they're standalone. So I can't update anything or touch them over a network. So I got to go there in person. And that's all I do is just fly to Germany, fly here, fly to Italy. That's it. So let me get all those miles. I just rack them up. Hotel stays.
There you
So I'll
go.
probably go on like 3 days
Yeah.
out the week and then come back home. And that's it. That's why can be on here, because other than that, I have one meeting a week and I'm just relaxing. But I tell people I
Yeah.
put that
Yeah.
work in. I was not born. No one didn't hand me anything. It's just I did the uncomfortable things. Not as uncomfortable as you, but I was willing to sacrifice some of the creature comforts of just staying at home in America. You know.
I ain't know no better till it
Hey
was
man,
too late.
service is service, man.
That's honest
Yeah.
truth.
No, service is
I was
service.
I was broken by the time I figured it all out. It was so
Hey, see, I made my mistakes too. That's why I tell them. I was like, hey, don't look at me like this money was here forever. I was like, I had a bankruptcy. I was the young airman that, you know, maxed out the DPP card back then when it was called. Now it's the Star card. Had to have everything
Yeah.
rims and yeah. So I made my dumb mistakes early, but also understood to work hard. Like,
Yep.
so my
Hmm.
40s is my favorite part of my life. I know if somebody was like, hey, if I had a time machine can take you back, would you go? I was like, nah. Because I just
Let
like
me
the wisdom and the freedom to be able to understand what to do and what not to do. I wouldn't trade that,
that
you
journey.
know, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Everything you
hey,
said
you
is
go back and change one
1000%.
thing, and I could be a bum on the street or not here.
Mm.
Everything I
I,
went through made me who I was. I'm sorry, Maverick.
no, you're good. No, I was just about to say everything you're saying is hit like every day that comes to mind. What you just said,
Mhm.
Mr. Theory, everything you said, and because and I thought it would hit with in it when I hit 40, but it didn't hit there. I'm like, all right, I'm whatever reason that 43 and the things that I'm into now, the things that I'm doing,
Yeah, I'm 44
everything.
now.
Yeah. That 43 to something about 42 to 43 for me was like, yo, man, hold up, stop and take a look at what's going on, because you came a long way, a
That's a
long
fact.
way, and had a lot. And like you said, the thing is, you have to go through adversity, man. You have to go through
Hmm.
you have to go through different. You have to go through the bankruptcies. You got to lose everything
Yeah,
and then build yourself
that's a
back.
fact.
You have to.
Yeah.
That's part. Like, and then after you, and again, because I'm coming off my worst loss. We'll have to have an interview about all this stuff
Right.
because man, listen, this about to be either HBO, Game of Thrones, John, or a movie, something. Because
Right.
but and every man should have a story like that. I think too, like to come back from like losing all your savings, everything, losing, being homeless on the street, having to do whatever you had to do, but you climbed yourself. But the thing is, you climb yourself back up that mountain after you get knocked down, but you had the
Hmm.
lessons learned from the
Oh yeah.
previous times you got knocked down that mountain. So
Yes, sir.
eventually you get, and the thing is, you're gonna get knocked down that mountain a lot, a
Right.
whole lot, in
Because life is
different
not
ways.
fair. I was like,
Yeah,
hey,
no, it's not. It's
what's the
not.
point of getting out of bed if I was waiting for life to be fair? I wouldn't get out of bed in the morning.
That's real. That's real. I mean, and that's and sometimes sometimes you're like, yo, man, I'm like, I just want to lie here, man. My body hurts, my mind hurts, my soul hurts, but I got to get up and handle motherfucking business.
Hmm.
And having to reach down into that, and then having to reach down in that just to get out of bed sometimes, man. But once you're out of bed, and then the results show, man. But to wrap this all up, man, but for everything you just said, and 43 is it comes to mind like, damn, this is the life that I'm living. Like everything that
Hmm.
I've been doing, all the hardships that I thought sucked, everything, even because I even knew this mindset. Like when you go through those times, you're like, man, I know it's gonna be better on the other end, but fuck this
Oh,
shit right
right.
now. Fuck this. I will
That's a
never want
fact.
to see this shit again, man. I never, if I could rewind time, I never want to even do this. But it it builds resilience, man. It builds
Hmm.
experience, and it builds
Oh yeah.
drive. It builds the ways to solve problems and things like that, man. So that man, I jumped in again at the right
Oh
time,
no,
man.
no, you good.
That's real.
Nah, the losses turn to lessons and lessons to blessings. So, I tell
That's it.
people, man, yeah, I could have went through straight through unscathed, but it also lets me appreciate and um kind of give grace to people on the surface level who don't look like they got it together. But I understand,
Mm.
like sometimes think people just going through stuff and they might be too prideful to show or share, what they're going on. So I try to be fair at my detriment sometimes, but it is what it is. I wouldn't give up this experience. I'll do the same thing all over again with a little bit of changes. But other than that, yeah, I appreciate my life. I'm thankful for it because I was
Damn.
definitely on borrowed time, especially on them deployments.
Oh my God. Oh man. So I'm sorry. What service were you in? I missed this.
Air Force.
Oh man, hell yeah.
Mhm.
Which base? Where are you stationed? Nellis?
Yeah,
You're say
I was
Nellis?
stuck. No, I was stuck on off it. I was just telling Aaron, stuck on Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska.
In Omaha
I was like as
where
a
you go.
young black male, and I was like,
Damn.
yeah, this was a culture shock.
Oh my God. It was I'm pretty sure Aaron, I mean, sorry, Iceman touched on this between us being from the Philly area and being stationed in North
I'm
Carolina.
from New Jersey,
Oh
so
God.
it was East Coast. You bring me to the Midwest, and just the middle of nowhere was crazy.
Oh man, it's yeah. And that's one of the, especially as a black man. Oh my God, as a black man in those areas too. Oh man, listen,
Oh yeah, man.
I can't
I used to
imagine like,
appreciate my days in Denver. I used to drive down to Kansas City. Like I didn't even realize how dangerous I was because I was like, I gotta find a black barbershop. I gotta go to all the clubs.
mhm.
But looking back now, I was like, man, I was lucky because I'm going in people's hoods. I don't know these people and just want to be around my people. But all kinfolk ain't skinfolk.
Oh
Oh, all
man,
skinfolk ain't kinfolk. So
listen.
I'm thankful I made it through all that. But I used to run to the where the hood at. I gotta
I
find me
mean,
a barbershop.
I was about to say, it don't matter where you go, and for deployments around the world, as a black man, you gotta be like, yo, where's the barbershop at? Because thing is, I know you understand this. and I'm trying to word this as politically correct as possible, but there's certain people who know how to cut your hair, and there's certain people who don't. And
Right.
there's certain places in the military you had to go. They're filled with the certain people who could not cut black
Oh
hair,
yeah, you
and
don't
it
go
was
to the
very
PX
evident.
unless they got that one civilian
Oh,
guy in the barbershop. Like, don't go to the PX and get your hair cut.
oh, I made
My
that
little
mistake.
Asian
I made
lady.
that mistake the first time I went to Cherry Point, man. But I did go to the black lady with braids. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm going to her.
that's a fact. Because
And she
my barber
yo,
was a black lady from I think she was from Detroit, and she used to cut my hair in Germany because I was an army brat too. So me, my
mm,
brother, sister, mom, dad, they're all army, and me and my sister went Air Force. So we definitely military family from
mm,
birth,
salute,
up
man.
until now. My sister's the only one still in. She's an E9, so in the Air
E9
Force. So
in Air Force. So
yeah, but I told her
what branch is that?
she got pretty privileged. Like
Pretty
the
privileged.
like in the Air Force, like
In
you
the Air
didn't
Force, girl, let me
deploy.
tell you.
She's been in 22 years, not one deployment.
Oh man, man, oh
so,
man. What you?
oh, go ahead,
Like,
man.
no, I was about to say that's the experience that you want in the military. Like you want to get deployed, you want to go see new things.
Yeah,
You
because
want to
I tell
go.
people all the
You
time,
know.
like most of us are not going to see the front line. You have to go out the way or be in infantry to even get a piece of that. And not even all the infantry get to see the front line. So I tell people all the time, don't look at movies like we're in the information age. You can look at the job before you pick it. Now just imagine if you can look at your MOS or AFSC before you went in just by typing in the YouTube video. Because all I had was that
Yeah.
little folder he had with a picture and a description.
I had
That
the
was it.
lava man. I had the lava man commercial you remember the Marine Corps commercial with the lava dude and the guy in the Marine in the dress blues killed the lava man. Like that's what I was going off of. I'm like, I want to do that. I want to kill lava man.
Yes, so I went in '99. So
Yeah.
my whole I only had BDUs. I didn't get when they came out with the digital cam and all that stuff. So I was out before then. But
Oh,
I
they're being
shining
phased as
boots.
soon as I
I
was
was
getting
still
out,
shining
man.
boots and stuff.
Oh,
Which I appreciate.
hell yeah! That's a good skill to learn. To spit shine, to
Yeah.
really know how to strip down and spit shine a utility boot. Oh man, or combat boot, whichever you call it.
Hmm.
That skill alone takes you very
Yeah.
far.
So, but yeah, man, I reminisce on it.
Man, so I'm
Just
doing it
just the
right now too. Look,
camaraderie. It wasn't perfect, but it was just something about, hey, whether I go to a new base or whatever, I know I go to the gym, start shooting, play a game of 21, then we shoot games, and then I meet some great people that
yeah.
that'll be friends for life. That just I can't explain it nowhere else. Dang.
Oh wait, he house that. See, I'm sitting here cooking.
I'll be
My
like,
wife.
Aaron, use the overhand technique like you like the
Now y'all
He
see
used the
where I
Marine boot
went. I
camp.
had to
the
calm
shovel.
down. I
He used
needed to be
the
alone for a minute. This shit got ugly, man. Nah,
he used the
bro.
one scoop and go recruit technique right there. That's what that was.
Listen,
Hey
you don't
man,
know
they
how
still
good this
got y'all
was.
eating like y'all in basic.
Man, you gave me a Lynchburg lemonade to go with it.
Uh,
I needed some me time, bro. I see y'all
hydrate,
can
hydrate,
tell us
hydrate.
this.
Oh my god, that's
Shameful.
great. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
if I could transfer you this beer to go with everything, it'd be perfect. But
Mm.
Oh,
you,
it was good, man. That with she made me a Lynchburg lemonade. So I mean, shit.
Yeah, that's
I
what's up.
look. I needed some alone time. This was a shameful act that I did. I was not gonna let this get put on the internet.
Uh,
oh man,
I
oh
muted
man,
and cammed down. It only took me but a minute, but shit. When I tell you that shit was good, the salmon
that
was a
plate,
perfect medium. Oh, bruh.
that plate was
Full,
clean. That joint was
full,
clean. Like,
full inhale mode is what that looks
Listen,
like.
the broccoli was fully cooked, but had a nice crunch still in the stalk, and it was perfectly salted. The sweet potatoes were like my mother's. They're just
oh
like my
really?
mother's. Had that like
No,
candy edge.
but your mother's she never put the marshmallows in them though, right?
Never did. Exactly.
No, that's why. I
Had
mean,
that,
a
it
lot
was
yeah,
of
that
times my
that
candy.
mother's.
definitely wasn't in my family. That when I
No,
got
we don't.
older
Yeah.
and I went to other people's houses, then I got to
Then we found that.
appreciate.
Yeah, no.
the marshmallows and the
and they weren't
pecans,
mad.
pecans, wherever you're from.
No, all that. No. They were cut, thick cut, baked with the sugar and the spices and all that. That's it.
Mhm.
And that
Had your little
candy
snacks and
edge
all that.
to it. They got real dark. I mean, and
No,
big
you want
guys.
and you wanted the edges. I remember you want the edges.
Hey, that's coming up
Yeah.
soon. It'll be
What's the
November
flavor?
in no time. Like this
You
year
already
just
know.
zoomed by.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So man, so one thing I'm all over the place, as you guys could probably tell. But so I don't know, is this like a freestyle kind of a show? Is it like, you know, a
100%. Yeah.
topic?
So
Or
let me
okay.
get back to that. Let
We're
me
celebrating.
acknowledge a
Well,
couple people in the chat.
I've been celebrating, so I'm yeah. Wait, y'all could probably tell.
Here,
But
let me acknowledge a couple people in the chat, and then I'll kind of explain. So Kasim
are we
was in the
cheersing to
building.
them? Are we cheersing? Oh, hey, what's up? What's going on, nephew? Nephew
No,
Cass.
not that Kasim.
Oh no, it's not. Oh,
No,
it ain't. Oh,
No,
I'm
that's
sorry.
New
My
York
bad.
casino.
yeah, New York Kasim.
New Jersey, New Jersey
yeah,
casino.
North Jersey. Yeah,
All right, shut the fuck up now.
No, he's OG in the space though. Kasim is he's one of the silverback gorillas. I like to call. Yeah, he's myself, Thanos, Uncle Rick, Hank, Kasim. You know what I mean? Hamp. He's one of the gorillas in the space. He's an OG about his game.
Yeah.
He stands on business. He has the results to show. He's a man of wisdom. You know what I mean? He's a member of that part of the clan. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're
We
not getting
definitely-
cursed out. You know, you're not
No,
talking about
yeah.
your family. And all
No,
that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, he's a respectable cat. He's 100%. He's successful. You know what I mean? He's one of us. He's a friend of ours, I like to say. Definitely a wise cat. Who else we got in the building? Hey, y'all. Yeah, you know what? There's sometimes, you ever notice sometimes people in the chat, I really wish they would hit the link and they don't. And that's okay. I respect it because it makes the chat lively. But some folks, I'm like, man, you'd be interesting to
Yeah,
have on.
I stopped for you, Aaron, when you dropped. I was like, let me go up there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Salute the show.
You're one of the people. You're one of the people that I'm talking about. You never hit the panel, but I'm like, this is one of the people that needs to be up there. So no, I appreciate you blessing the spot, man. That is
no
awesome.
problem.
Yeah, yep. You're exactly the type of motherfucker I'm talking about.
That.
Black
Yeah.
Seinfeld's another one. He see what's good, Aaron and panel. What's good, man? Of course, my lady. Decatur ATLian. Yep, there's another one. Don LaWasha, E-Dub in the building. Yeah, man, a lot of love over here, man. A lot of love. I appreciate the look. I got one of the best chats. I always look at Ham's chat, and I'm like, Ham has a dope chat. Super supportive. Nah, man, we got Dre on the grind in the building. Hell yeah. What's up, family? Nah, the War Report, man. We got one of the best supporter groups out there, man. And purpose of the show, I gotta owe it all to DJ Hamp, and this might be risky. That's where we all met. As far as the War Report's concerned, and he's celebrating 20,000 subs today.
Yep, big congratulations to Ham.
Big congratulations to Ham. Shout out to This Might Be Risky and DJ Hamp the Stampede, killing the game, leading the charge. Restoring positivity and unity to the Black community, having the tough conversations, asking the hard questions, and opening up the panel to people in the space to have the conversation under the guise and premise of respect for one another. So it's a beautiful thing he's doing over there. The War Report here will, following the example, continuing to carry the torch. But it's a beautiful family that we've created here. Oh, guess who's in the building?
Oh boy. Oh hey. Oh hey,
Mika.
what's going on?
What's up? Yeah, I'm gonna put the link.
Happening?
Let me see if she can. So Thanos, I don't know if you saw. So Tamika Vega is a childhood friend of ours, and let me post a link here. So I did an interview with her this past Sunday. Whenever you get a chance, it's in our library.
Okay.
It was about a 2 hour long interview. The chat was able to interact with it, but she just dropped gem after gem after gem after gem. She's a dope lady. My wife loves her. She loves my wife. She's just a fantastic spirit. One of those shining stars.
Okay.
I kind of think of her as like a mix of Sherelle and Crimson Cure, and Jalen and Lauren wrapped all in one.
Can I throw a name in? Can I throw a name in? Can I throw a name in?
But
She's
wrapped
gonna
all.
be.
But she's her own person.
Mhm.
Can I throw a name in too?
Yeah.
Miss Voice of Venus too. Shout out to her, and
Yeah,
she needs to be
yeah.
put
Shout
in
out to
that. You
Venus.
can't
Or,
you can't mention
Here
that without
earlier.
her or without her. You know what I mean?
can
Shout out to Venus.
I jump in between the shout outs? I want to give Thanos Theory your flowers, bro, because when you said something, this is like the third time somebody has come on our panel, and you said big boy talk or we're grown men talking. I
Oh yeah.
appreciate that this channel allows for a different frequency in the wave of how we trying to communicate with one another and really trying to not go in a circular motion and try to go straight ahead and move somewhere, and that this channel provides that, and that the energy is being reciprocated that way, where where the grown men talk and not where the big boys play.
That's hey, absolutely agree with you. Because I tell people I plan to go outside, so I can't
Yeah.
be this one way on there and then be outside, and it's like, hey, where was that? Where's that energy from?
I appreciate
Oh,
you.
okay.
I
I mean, I'm
appreciate
not trying to do that because once
I love
again,
it.
I'm a grown man. I got stuff to lose, so I put out that energy that I want back in return. But we know
Yeah.
how this world go.
And I mean, all four of the panels up here right now, we all encountered each other at the event, right?
Oh yeah,
And
I'll be here.
and much to
Yeah.
what you're saying, what you see on the panel is what we present in real life. You know what I mean? Like we don't talk the talk, we walk the walk.
Mm-hmm.
You
You know
get
what I
more
mean?
real in this.
That
Like
is true.
I'm here tending to dinner. Like I know my camera's probably been all over the place, but I got I'm tending to dinner at the same time. I'm going. You can't get more real in this, man. Just building off of what you were saying,
Yeah.
nice
And
man.
when you meet us in real life, this is what you're gonna get. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the one thing that the boxing event here in Philly really allowed me to see that. I mean, I know that, amongst my friends, but to see, you know, everybody else in the space who are genuine gorillas out here, you know what I mean? Like Big Dog Arena, you know what I mean?
I
Like
definitely look forward to seeing y'all. Definitely
yeah,
in,
yep,
in November. So yeah, I'll be out
yeah,
there.
100%, man, 100%. Oh, here she goes. Mika, what's up, baby girl?
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we
Loud and
can.
clear.
Hey, what's up, girl?
Hey, how
What's
you
You
doing?
see
up?
it? Oh, the white.
Oh, look, and she just shout
Wait,
out
wait, wait.
Venus
Oh,
when she
snap.
popped up.
Oh, snap. Okay. Voice of Venus, I see you there. I'm sorry, Mika, not to take the floor away. Please continue.
It's all good.
You see where I'm at, and I'm
You see?
blasted. Mika, I am Expo. I'm White Expo blasted right now. Just you know what I mean by that. I'm
The
you
white
want
Mitsubishi Expo, holy shit.
yes, the White Expo blasted at the moment. So
Oh
you
gosh.
got to forgive me, and you understand why
Oh
too. You
God.
understand why.
She said, "Oh God."
Oh
But
gosh.
anyway, I'm in my space. So, how you doing tonight? What's going on, Mika? How was your day?
I'm doing good, y'all. I actually took a look at the time and was like, oh my gosh, because Aaron sent me this earlier today. So he was like, are you free between like 6 and 9? So I'm in grad school, so I was in the middle of an assignment, but I was like, let me pop in here real quick and say what's up to y'all.
Hey, you killed the show.
Appreciate
Oh, I did. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Yes,
you
you did.
killed
I got
the
to concur
show.
with that.
Thank
You killed
you.
the show. Yeah,
Thank you.
you jumped right in and hit the ground running. You did amazing. Uh, and all your point, excuse me, all your point of views were amazing. I was piggyback. If you watch this show and you get a chance, I was like, hey, shout out to Mika, segueing off
Oh,
of what she was saying, because
Welcome.
your points was on the money. Lack of
yeah.
a better term, realistically, for real. You did a heck of a job.
Well,
Shout
thank
out to you.
you.
I
Thank
was just
you.
yep. I was just listening to it as I was doing things around the house today, and I gotta say because the conversation we had the night before is why what prompted that because I had
Yeah.
I was having my issues and then things came out and like this needs to be recorded. I'm like you need to be recorded. People need to know this. You know what I mean? So and you killed it. y'all killed it, man. So salute.
Thank you. I was just trying to give,
Yeah.
you advice because you were here, and then all of a sudden you're like, "No, everyone needs to hear this." I'm like, "Okay, no
And
problem."
well, we don't have enough time to even build on that one right now, but we'll
Yeah.
get into that, man. But and
Yeah, I
I'm
was.
even willing to put my. Oh, no, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just telling Thanos, man, that if he didn't get a chance to see it, he should absolutely check it out. It was
Sure.
a super dope interview. Um, yeah, it was. And speaking of ladies in the space, Voice of Venus in the building. Good to see you, my dear. Thanks for showing love always, and of course,
Special shout out to
the
you. And
very sexy
okay.
Red TV is also in the building.
So
I
wait.
dropped the link. Feel free, ladies, if y'all want to hit the panel, you're more than welcome. We'll be here
So
for
I got a
another
question.
20
So
minutes.
after you're done your announcing, why? What makes?
No
What
problem.
makes?
And who just showed
Oh,
up?
come on,
Sherelle.
slow down. Come on.
Sherelle.
Oh, hold on. We got one more. Sherelle is in the building. Let me put the link up here one more time
I'm sure not Sherelle
because
Parker
I like to
because
make this space
I'd like to have a
available.
conversation.
No. Sherelle Parker can go. Well,
No, don't say that. Don't
anyway,
say that off of me, man. Don't
we'll
say that.
lie. No, no. This is the Sherelle.
No,
The Sherelle show
I
Sherelle. So
yeah, definitely.
feel
I,
free
I
to
was
hit the
just
link.
jokingly
But
saying
yeah,
that.
what were you saying?
Oh, I forgot. I lost my train of thought, man. I'm just,
It happens
yeah,
to us after 40.
it does, it does, it does. Yeah,
Hey,
right. I'm
Sherelle.
telling you, the best things and the worst things happen to us after 43, after 42. I'm sorry, 42. That's my number. Oh no, I'm sorry. Listen, so no, I was about to say as I'm cooking here, shout out to Voice of Venus, and I know she heard my shout out to her, and she's gonna be the Woman Crush Wednesday this week, and we're gonna. One thing I want to put out here, right? We got to show love to each and everybody, right? I remember back in the day there was Man Crush Mondays and Women Crush Wednesdays, and it doesn't happen like that much anymore.
Oh,
I'd like to
especially not in
revive
this
that.
space when you
Right,
hear
right.
the
And
conversation.
the one worry I have, the one worry I have is the ladies. They like being ambiguous in their social media profiles, and we're getting into all that too because as a single man dating at my, you learn a lot, and I
Mm,
have a lot of tea to spill on what we're called the War Report, and I have been doing my research on the opposite team during modern dating
mhm,
experiences. I'll say I've got a lot of till to speak. I've got a lot of tea to spill on that. But
mm.
Aaron, the interview's coming soon, and it's gonna have to be really edited. But
I
it's
never
coming.
noticed what it meant. I honestly thought Aaron was really reliving, the days and talking about DOD. I just now see covering the culture of America.
Like
Yeah,
everything,
because
yeah.
I had thought it was just all like military 24/7.
Right. No, it's the thing. It's everything. Like I want to cover
Okay.
like it's like my dating is my like the stuff that I'm seeing at I hate to say it like this, but the status that I'm at right now, the stuff that I'm seeing as a single man in this environment is bonkers. And there is some information that I need to share with some of the really good men out there to avoid the things that
Mm,
I've been witnessing and experiencing. That's the best way I can put
mm.
it at the moment because
Oh yeah, it's definitely different.
it's a crazy world. Yeah, it's a crazy world out here as far as that's concerned. But that's for a whole other show, man. I'm not going to dwell on that. But Ice man, we got to set that interview up, man. Another thing I want to say, Ice man, I know you've been seeing the text, like the dissertation text. If I don't send those out at the moment, I'm going to forget because life is so crazy right now. Life is so fast paced that all of the monumental stuff that you see on those texts, they happen, but I forget. So I like to just put them out there as fresh as I can when they happen. Like, yo, this happened, boom, we got to touch on this. So anyway, just wanted to clear the air with that because I know you woke up like, damn, everything got like 20 texts with all these pictures and YouTube videos linking to this, that, and the other.
So don't give
There's a
me
method
him
to my
though.
madness, man. I'll end with that.
What's up, Jess?
What up, Nika? What's going on?
I heard you commenting over there, you being a single dude.
Mm.
I am.
That's That's a nice picture. I didn't. Did I have
I
that
know.
picture?
I actually just
I didn't
looked
get
that
that
up.
picture.
That was
That's
taken
gorgeous, actually.
recently.
Oh,
I was in DC. I did a thing
oh,
called
okay.
Tea Around Town. So it was kind of
Oh, I
fun.
Oh,
just saw that on my timeline.
Yeah, yeah. It was real. It's a lot of fun. But only thing I didn't like is that DC's under construction, so you really can't see any monuments when everything's under construction. But I
Yep.
enjoyed. I enjoyed like the tea and the food and stuff. It was cool. So
dig it, dig it. Well, let's see. I guess let's see. It's 45 here on the East Coast. It is 8:45 for us veterans. 20:45.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
I guess this is a good time to begin the wind down. So that we can get to this might be risky at 9 o'clock sharp. Bathroom break, whatever. Fill your drinks. I'm gonna do the same. Had a wonderful dinner thanks to the wife for this beautifully cooked medium rare to medium salmon, sauteed broccoli, and candied sweet potatoes. Oh my God, this
Yeah, people
woman.
think you got to cook it all the way through, and I'm like, no, you
No,
trying it out.
No,
You can't
listen, you
enjoy the
already
flavor.
know.
3 no's.
Exactly. It was that perfect, like light pink to just white on the outside, had that beautiful season. The skin was still on it, had a nice crisp to the skin. It was just perfect. Yeah, man.
The way you described that, I could taste it. I could taste it. So it's like,
Oh, it
and
was
and
so
and no Diddy. I got
good.
to preface this with no Diddy, but it's like a party in your mouth.
oh, please don't make
Yeah,
that.
no,
Don't make that famous. Not on this platform.
yeah.
Oh no, that's hilarious. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Don't
you
do
can
Yeah.
set the
that.
rule.
Please
Set the
don't.
rule,
Please
and we're
don't.
grown over here, so yeah. So this is all pause free. Just
Yeah.
I say that for comedic
just
purposes
grow.
only, man. Not for because I'm
I didn't
secure in
used
my
to say it
manhood. I
until
ain't,
I started
that's it.
coming to these spaces. Like, they used to
Right.
have that even when I was young, but never used it. But
That
yeah.
seems like a
And,
Harlem thing too,
and
man. No, shout out to Cameron, but they do that way too often on that Cameron and May show. They got way too
Hey, they
much.
start. Yeah, that was Cam starting all that
Sure,
back
sure,
even in the
sure,
early
sure.
2000s.
Yeah.
But shout
and
out to
and
it
you
is
know
what it
what?
is though.
And that's one thing that I went nuts on this past Monday. For anybody that didn't see the show, check it out. Hamp has the full show available and the members only collection, but I have the first half of the show here on the War Report. But yeah, I went berserk on the jokes that we tell, and just yeah, I went nuts on that. Thanos, did you see that? Where I was like, man, this pause
Yeah,
shit,
it derails conversations, like
it
especially if you
does,
cooking
doesn't it?
and somebody
It
got to stop
does.
you to say that. Yeah, it
Yeah,
derails, which is why I wouldn't do it in professional environment or outside. Because
sure.
yeah,
Like, yeah, the only reason I see it is for comedic purposes only, because it is some funny times.
Yeah,
But besides that, like, I'm secure enough in my man to have an adult conversation without having to say
yeah.
that shit. You know what I mean?
And that's the
Yeah.
thing that I was saying on Monday. I wasn't, completely downing or, black cloudness. There's a time and place for everything, right? And there's this,
Right.
and that's kind of the point that I was trying to drive home when appropriate.
Sure.
And this, when you did it, it was the timing was right. It fit. You know what I mean? It was funny, ha ha ha. But it wasn't a
Right.
standard that we all
But
need to live by when we communicate. That's
It's
the
not.
bullshit.
It's not like okay. I've got to prove my manhood by saying I'm not gay by saying this. Get the fuck out of here with that, man.
Yeah,
Come on
right.
now. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got
Yeah,
to be secure enough in your manhood just to be able to have an adult conversation, no matter how you need to say it, to be able to say it without having to, you know, put out there like, okay, oh, I'm not gay by saying this, or I'm not this, that, and the other. No, you are what you are, man. You know.
May I interject real quick on
Sure,
this one? I think
sure.
yeah,
is
good.
my thought process is, what are you thinking about? That everything that comes out my mouth has some gay tendencies to it,
yo, I was just about to say that. Like you
right?
Underlying
really
What,
issues,
gotta walk that.
yes.
like yeah,
Because
yeah,
Hidden
anytime you're
issues, yep.
like you,
like gayness is on the brain a little
yeah,
bit.
because
Right,
it's like
exactly,
that's all I'm
exactly.
saying. Like if you talking about something and I know the contents of it, like yeah, Aaron's right. Like there's a time and place we could joke, right?
Mhm.
It sounds funny,
Oh, I
but
like body humor. Yeah, yeah, right.
if we're in a deep conversation, like what are you thinking about while I'm
Yeah.
having this conversation with you? That you dropped a pause in the building, like what?
Yeah, Uncle Jeff gets pissed when
He's
they do
telling the
that to him.
truth.
That's
And
hilarious.
Aaron and Jesse,
Wait,
I think you
Yo,
guys forget that I used to work in that whole industry. So everything that's coming out now, I knew about.
That's crazy.
and the double entendres is there. See, that's what I
say
like.
that again.
Double entendres. Oh my god. Go ahead, Mika. Say it. I'm sorry.
Aaron?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Hello.
no, I missed that. Say that again. I'm
Oh, I
complete.
can't
Yes.
hear you.
What just happened?
Hey, Mika. Say what you said again about
He said,
the industry
repeat.
you worked in and everything
Oh,
like
Yeah.
that.
repeat? Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah. If
was
you could.
saying, Aaron and Jesse knew that I was actually living in New York at the time and involved in the industry a lot. And actually, everything that's coming to fruition, I already knew
FIT.
about as an intern like 20 years ago. And I
Man.
For
told you guys about it.
for
I don't even think
Fubu.
you guys remember I told you guys
No,
about
no,
it.
no, hell no. When he was working for Fubu, stop playing. When he was working for Fubu, right? Or
Are you
before
on
that?
mute?
Am I? Oh, when you were
I hear
working for
everybody.
when you
No,
were
she
working
Okay.
for
did.
Fubu,
I.
right?
Yeah.
Fubu. Working for Fubu.
Yeah,
This is
Yeah, I
you
was
was
an
talking about
intern at
back.
Fubu and working
yeah.
at
See,
Willie Esco Sportswear as well. And
Oh snap! What
I was
Esco? I
19 years
remember.
old and I used to see like a lot of stuff behind the scenes. And I didn't believe like when they were telling me about a lot of the rappers and stuff. And I had a chance to actually meet them in person. And I'm like, is this really happening? Like I went to the MTV Music Awards in 99. And I'm telling you, like now that I look at it now, I'm like, oh my God, like it was right in my face. All of it was right in my face. And I'm not, there's
So if you're not an
a
independent
lot of
artist,
people
I'm
that
gonna
I
wonder
thought
how
that
you
were
got
very
here.
manly, that
Hey,
were
what you do to
artists
get on?
that swing on both sides of the fence.
This is
Wow.
back. This is your
It's just
FIT days,
traumatizing
right?
for me because if you think about it, y'all, that means all of our music from high school to college, like we have to throw the whole remix in the trash. Like and all
Sheesh.
the like we were the remix generation and he
Yep.
touched everything.
I can't listen to a Diddy
Oh,
song
yep,
where
me and Tyrese. That was at the
Pause.
VMAs.
oh snap.
Hey, that
Pause.
was literally and
That,
figuratively.
that was
Look
pause.
at
That
that.
was a pause moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's at the
I can't
VMAs.
touch a Diddy song,
That's at the
man,
Video
without
Music Awards. And actually, I didn't
yeah.
want to take that picture. There's a story behind that photo.
Oh
I
boy.
was really so Tyrese just got
No,
his
not right now.
album or whatever, and
Okay.
he just
Okay.
came out, and everybody saw him on the commercials and stuff. And I'm in the lobby about to go back into the awards, and literally, I guess his like manager or something was like, "Do you want to take a picture with Tyrese?" I'm like, "Well, I didn't ask." You know what I mean? And before I knew it, he all put his arm around me, kind of gripped me up. So if you look at the photo, I'm kind of like, "Huh?" Like I wasn't prepared for that
Oh, Aaron, you officially made
at
it.
all.
You got Shiesty bum over here.
Now I don't know about him
One
though,
of my no, that's
but I do
my
know
favorite
about
troll ever.
other
She's my
people,
favorite troll since
especially
the
someone
beginning.
A
I've been
Jesse
troll. So wait,
was really, really fond of.
I know.
yo,
I'm.
Say
That's why I
starts with a
put her up
B,
there. I'm like when Shiesty when
second
people
name
like
R.
Shiesty Bum, Chicago Rilla.
Chicago
Anybody
Rilla,
can
I
figure
gotta
it
get
out.
Chris on here, man. I
When
gotta get
you
Chris
see
on this motherfucker.
names like that in the
Sorry.
chat, it's like,
you
yeah,
coming up.
you
You on
come.
next.
That's what it
You on
is.
deck.
That's what's up. That's good to
Yeah,
know,
man,
man. That's good to know. This is going
100%.
Mm.
so Mika, when you were up there and I know we got like what 7 minutes left before 9 o'clock before the real
Oh,
toast off, but
you lost her.
oh, one thing I have to ask you, what kind of New York parties did you get into when you were working for Fubo up there? Because you had to tell some stories, man. That might have to be for another show, but just curious, did you like
The Diddy kind.
yeah, right. No. Yeah, fuck that. That's the question. Yeah. Did you see Diddy in his? Because that was his prime too. Around the time when he was up there, did you go to any Diddy parties and see what could have possibly happened into one of those little bedrooms off to the side? Just curious. Inquiring minds want to know.
She's off the panel.
Oh yeah.
She's back on.
She's back.
Hey,
So you
sorry
probably had to
guys.
say all that.
That's
Oh,
that
I heard
bullshit.
you. I
Oh,
heard
Oh,
you.
okay.
I'm not trying to say all that shit again, but
Nah,
okay,
No,
go ahead.
no,
I heard it
she
all.
heard you. She said.
I heard it all. The thing is, well, geez, Aaron, I think it's like a whole nother show because I was in music
Yeah, I would
videos and
save
stuff
that one.
too.
That
Like
would
I was in a
definitely be a
Ja
good
Rule
show.
video, y'all. Like I did a lot of stuff. Like Aaron and Jesse kind of know. Like when I was in it, actually I was on MTV, VJ for a day. I was hosting shows and everything when I was in
Yeah.
college. So
Facts.
yeah, and I
I
gave all
remember.
that up to be an awesome mom.
Oh,
And actually, I think I was voted most likely to be a radio VJ when I was in high school. And I was like that close. I probably could have been bigger than Lala, but it's all good. It's all good.
Have you ever
At
met
the
Lala
time, you
before?
certainly were on track to be. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Actually, we should
You
actually I
know what?
have those shows. They're on YouTube. And plus
We're
I was
gonna
on
have you better than Lala after we're done with the war report. That's my
oh, you
word.
funny.
Still,
You're
no, no, I'm
funny.
not playing. I'm not playing.
hey,
No,
hey,
no,
Maverick, that
I'm
goes
dead
back to
ass.
what I said though,
I'm
Maverick.
dead ass.
Like if you go back and rewind time, you might want to
Yep.
be careful moving one piece because you don't know what path your life would have went down. Just
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
know, so you either
Yeah.
appreciate where you could be better, but you definitely could do a lot worse. You know, just
Right.
moving one piece.
Oh,
Hey,
sure, sure, sure.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey, Mika, me and you gonna be the new 106 in Park of the War Report out here.
Oh,
That's what
you
I'm
know
talking
what's so
about.
funny?
You could be.
Oh, I got
hold
Shout out
people
to
up.
to
Free too. Shout out to Free.
Yo,
Where
but
Free
wait.
is
you.
at?
We
I
should
mean,
do that. We
Oh,
what?
we should
Oh,
100%.
oh,
I
play
got
some.
some.
I got a soundtrack. Oh, I have a soundtrack for it. Oh, we should do that. We really should. But
Oh,
how can
geez.
we navigate the YouTube to like restrictions and shit from that?
Huh?
I
How can
think that would be great. Mr. Chill Out and Mika
we?
definitely have that radio personality type vibe. I mean,
Yeah.
always have, right? Mr.
But
Chill Out did the
how can we play the music videos though? That's the thing. Like we can't do that
well, it
without
doesn't
being
have to be music
flagged.
videos. It could just be
Yeah.
the same type of vibe, but for a different space, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be
Mhm.
for music. You know what I mean? That's what
Mm.
106 Park did. It could be
Oh yeah. Okay.
to analyze other panels, some of our competitors, you know what I mean? Other panels in the YouTube space. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It could be. I mean, who knows, man? It could be anything. It could be
Mhm.
anything. But I think that you two, your personalities match perfectly for that kind of a format. Especially knowing Mika and watching her do things since we met. You know what I mean? From cheerleading to going to New York and killing the game, and paving the way for Lala, right? Essentially and stuff like that. And then watching Mr. Chill Out be the ring announcer at the fight. You know what I mean? Like they have the perfect
Killed it.
voices, the perfect look, the
Yeah.
Killed it.
perfect
Yeah.
personalities to do that. So I think we should 100% consider that as we grow. Um,
It's a great
and
thought.
keeping with the theme of the show, happy 20,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? Like growth is always part of the conversation. You know what I mean? So
You know me, I'm already down.
All right, well,
you,
gentlemen and Miss Mika, is it
Mhm.
Meek?
Yeah, everybody calls
Mika,
me Mika. My
yeah.
Okay, and
handle is
Mika,
Mika One on Instagram.
I will bid y'all due.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Just got to
brother.
run a couple
Yeah.
errands, little late
Yeah,
night errands,
nice
but
talking
I'll
to you.
definitely be back. I'll definitely be
We can
back.
dig it.
Aaron, Maverick, keep up the good show. Nice meeting you, Chill. So
For sure.
I'll definitely be back to have conversations over here,
100%.
and
My
I will
man,
Appreciate
thanks
see
for
you,
y'all.
man.
stopping
But I'll
by,
be on
man.
hams. I'll
Appreciate you.
stop doing hams. I just got to run and do a couple things first. But I'll see you guys over there.
I'm gonna,
Appreciate
Uh,
you.
all
all
right,
right,
talk
man.
to y'all
Salute,
later.
fam.
All right.
Later, bro.
All right. I'm gonna
Let's
be the
go.
first to start the
Yes.
2
sign
minutes.
off. Yes,
Yeah.
Yep.
sir. You already know the war report, hood things, honorably obedient, overcoming dominantly throughout hardship, importantly noticing God's strength. Hood things.
Oh, I'm gonna be number 2 because I gotta let Iceman get the floor on the way out. But I'm out here. Like I said, we keep it really real. I'm out here smoking some pork butts out here with some beef hot dogs and some beef. I'm gonna have them Jones. This is all Aaron. So he taught me. I'm sorry, Iceman's. He knows exactly what's going on here with everything.
Mhm.
And my man Max Gohan, he's right here. He joins the party. He's saying goodbye, and he wants the protection money. But with all that being said, Maverick has entered the building, and very hot. We're gonna do some damage. Much love to the chat. Much love to everybody who came in on the panel, clicked the link, all of that. And much love to everybody who's going to subscribe in the future because I'm telling you, we got it cooking here. I feel like Raekwon and Ghostface talking right now. We got it cooking. We got something. We got something that nobody else has, and we're gonna continue to amplify. So with that being said, Love you all. Maverick out.
Would you like to leave us with any parting thoughts?
Oh, well, as the only say female besides the first lady, your first lady in the space, I'm glad I jumped in for a couple minutes. Hopefully I will have some time to come back, and we can have some really fun conversations because trust me, I got stories for days. So y'all have a good night. Meet the one signing out.
Word, word, word. I appreciate the love and support as always from my family and friends here at the War Report. I love you dearly more than you ever will know. I also love the support from the chat, from the family here in the space called YouTube. We're going to build this plane as it's taking off, whether they like it or not. Welcome to the War Report. Please, on your way out the door, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and after you've done both of those, share with anybody in your life that you think is dope or needs dopeness. I really appreciate all of you. I love you all. And in my usual signing out fashion, I must warn you all, if you don't go when you want to go, when you do go, you will find you have gone. We're going to go celebrate with DJ Hamp at This Might Be Risky. Signing out. Peace.